Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Today is a great day. This is Bin Buddies, a talk show where we go dumpster diving, and we call that taking a dive into our special guest. Our guest today is a wonderful Pegasus Witch VT. Celine, thank you so much for being here. This is a kind Pegasus who gave away her feathers and was so wonderful to humans, okay, who needed some help. And unfortunately, all those humans had exhausted those feathers. And this mysterious entity had come and gifted Celine this sash that gave back her wings, her beautiful wings, full feathered, and given a human form. Now you can find Celine at the Wandering Star Witch's shop, and if you have a very strong desire for something, you can get it if you're willing to pay the price. Welcome, Celine. How are we doing? How are we feeling?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I know most of you.
Same.
Yes, everyone has kind of seen you already pop up quite a few times because you've been in my concerts. I want to say almost like every single one you've been in because we've been chatting and
Think
we're cool.
so.
Yeah. So I so appreciate you because you've been so great to have in the concerts, and I'm really excited because I've actually been seeing you kind of pop up with more music stuff lately. So I'm excited to
Yeah,
dig
yeah.
into that. Yeah, so that's really awesome. And so one of the things, obviously, like I'm just so excited. I'm so curious about it.
Mhm.
With you getting into music and stuff like that, what's kind of like sparking that initiative for you to get deeper into that and leaning into music more right now?
I've always kind of wanted to do more music-centric stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's something I've always done. Like, I grew up, like, singing with my dad. I had, like, vocal lessons from, like, a pretty young age, lots of choir, band, like, all sorts of musical inclined things.
Right.
I played the flute for, oh god, over 9 years.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah. But I've wanted to do music stuff for a while, but it was one of those things where it was like, I don't know if I can get into it. It looks like it might be like an expensive venture and things like that because it
Mm.
can in some
Oh, for
elements.
sure. Yeah.
But from like talking to other friends that do a lot of musical stuff and things like that, I was like, oh, like micro covers are a really good way of getting into it and stuff
Right.
like that. And I already like love singing. I sing on stream all the time, so
Mhm. Heck yeah.
yeah, I was like, I just want to sing. I like it.
That's so fair. That's so fair. I mean, it kind of like ties into VTubing so much, especially now, because I know that like VTubing was kind of
Mhm.
like a branch from like idol culture anyway. And so
Yeah,
at least in
yeah.
like the Japan sphere. And so now that it's like, coming into the Western sphere, it's interesting to see how like we're taking bits and pieces of it. I do feel like it's slowly like on in the Western sphere, it's slowly growing into that more like concert performative like idol space just a
Mhm.
little bit, but not to the point where it's like uncomfortable. And I only say that because like
Yeah.
sometimes they can get really intense. Like I don't know how much you know about idol culture, but like
Oh,
uh
I know a lot.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
yeah.
I like want to learn more about it because I find it so fascinating. But I obviously understand, and I'm sure you do also about that,
Mhm.
like the kind of the darker side of that idol culture where
Yeah,
it's like
it can be really
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Tell me about like your perspective on it.
So I used to be like really into like rhythm games and like idol
Mm.
games and things like that, like Ensemble Stars, Love Live, all those things.
Mhm.
Like Idol Master. Behind the scenes though, like the idol sphere, like I've watched like some documentaries and stuff on it because I was like, oh, I'm curious to learn more. It can be very predatory in a lot of ways
Yeah.
where like you're not even like allowed to say that like you have like partners. You're not allowed to like even like be seen in public with the other sex sometimes, like depending
Mm.
on like the agency you're part of. It's like very aggressive, like depending like both Korean and Japanese, it can be like if you're even like an ounce off from their target weight, you can get like in a lot of trouble for like really like minuscule things.
Mm.
And it's really wild. But like there's a lot of like stalking culture and stuff too. But it's basically like a lot of it's built upon the back of like they're single, you have a chance with them type culture.
Yeah, that kind of like that parasocial
Y-
relationship.
Yes, very parasocial, especially like
Mm-hmm.
in early day idols. In like Japan and Korea, it was very much that way. Like you were
Mm,
not allowed, you were meant to be seen as like a singing object in a lot of bands.
I see. Yeah, I mean, because I've
Hmm.
definitely also like thinking about VTubing and stuff, like, and crossing over to idol culture. When I realized that, like, oh, you're not like the people that are hardcore fans of, this said idol, they're actually hardcore fans of like a manufactured version of a person. Like,
Yes,
it's
exactly.
crazy to think about, because like the way that they're portrayed usually is a lot more like genuine. You think that's really who they are, but like in
Hmm.
actuality, it just blew my mind for some reason that like I finally like it dawned on me. I was like, wait a second, no, this is like actually a manufactured like personality, basically.
Yeah, yeah. It's wild to see because you're like, wait, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah, no, exactly. It's kind of scary to think about, and it's a little bit
mhm,
easier for me to grasp when I think about like agencies like Niji-san's Your Whole Life, because like they actually have like their
yep,
pre-made characters and stuff like that. So like again, it's like very clearly a manufactured like
you're
character.
playing a character.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly,
exactly.
exactly. But I never thought of it that way. So I was like, I don't know, it just really like shocked me to think of it,
It's
so.
kind of that way in the cosplay scene as well.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, because I've done like cosplay and sewing and stuff for like over 20 years at this point.
Mm, mm.
I have some friends where they are completely different people from their like cosplay persona.
Ah, yeah. Okay, that's
So like the person you see like on stage for performances or like
yeah.
behind stage for performances and stuff is not the person behind closed doors.
Oh, that's so interesting. So I love this
It's
because
wild.
I relate to you. And now I don't have 20 years of experience, but I used to be a part of the cosplay
Hmm.
community as well. Like before I became a VTuber, I was really deeply intertwined in the cosplay community. I was really focused.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so great. I miss it, but also I don't miss it because I'm like I can't.
Same, that's me. That's my feeling.
Right. It's like, oh, there's so many things I love about it, but then there's a lot that I also dislike, and it's so hard to like
Yeah.
do both VTubing and that. Like, it's basically impossible. So, oh my god, I love that we can relate on that. Uh, but
Yeah. The
but yeah.
VTuber, the cosplay to VTuber pipeline is insane.
Yeah, that's so real. I know, that's so true. Yeah, so when I was in the cosplay community, I also kind of felt that way. So there's two things. So yes, I also
Mhm.
felt similarly in the sense that like people are putting up like not like I don't want to say a front, but just like yeah, they have to have like an onstage persona or like
Yes. Hmm.
a like crowd pleasing in a sense persona, and that's okay because like you're on stage, you need to be a little bit performative, or you can be a little bit
Hmm.
performative on there, so it makes sense. And the second thing, when I was in the cosplay community, I think the biggest drama that I saw was like like I hate to say it, but like it was like My Hero Academia cosplayers that were like inviting.
Oh.
Yeah, you already know, but
Hmm.
they were like
Hmm.
inviting like basically minors, children, to like their homes
Yeah.
to do like more provocative, pictures and
Yeah.
stuff. And they got
Hmm.
into a lot of trouble for that. And like I remember that was like the big like drama when I was in it, and I was just like, oh lord, I was just like this can't be happening right
I
now.
I was in the trenches back in the Hitalia days.
Oh, it's Hitalia. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I feel that's a
Yeah, Bleach
throwback.
and Hitalia days.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Yeah.
I was in those trenches. I was there for the Homestuck
Oh
days.
my yeah, the
Uh,
people bleaching their well, not bleaching, but like dyeing their skin with like
yep.
Sharpie or ink or something. What?
Mhm.
That was so
I
insane to hear about.
I was actually at the convention that the Homestuck cosplayers threw like something out of one of the top story windows of the hotel. I was physically at that convention.
What? Oh my
Uh-huh. And they
gosh.
ruined the tub's pool, like the hotel's pool by jumping in with their body paint. And
Oh.
yeah, they also like ruined one of my cosplays because I was cosplaying that weekend. We cosplayed, I believe it was Kuroko no
Oh
Basuke.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And then I also cosplayed Clear from Dramatical Murderer.
Oh,
And
okay.
one of them ran up to me with their paint unsealed and ruined my entire white outfit for Clear. Yeah, yeah,
No.
it was bad.
What? I mean, why are they even like holding the paint like around and stuff? Like,
Well, it's because they would paint themselves, but as someone who's done like makeup stuff for like cosplay things for a while, they wouldn't seal it properly.
oh, I
So when
see.
you're like body painting, you have to seal it so it doesn't come off on other objects. And
Right.
none of these kids did that. And I do say kids because most of them were kids.
Yeah.
Did not know how to do that or even research it. And so they were just ruining people's cosplays the entire weekend by hugging them.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, it was
Oh
pretty bad.
no. Oh
And I'd worked a
gosh.
while for that on that clear cosplay, and I was like, my friend who's next to me is like my Alba, and I'm just like, I need you to take this person away from me right now. Like, I
I
need
know,
you to move
hold me
them,
back, hold me back.
relocate them now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would not have been able to hold back. I definitely would have been like yelling at somebody, not gonna lie. At the very least, yelling at somebody.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've had so
gosh.
many like unfortunate cosplay experiences. Like, it's so bad.
No, give me one. Give because I have lots of
Um,
bad stories too, so I love hearing other people's stories.
so I have two.
Okay.
Two of the bigger ones.
Okay.
One was I cosplayed as Lacey, which is from a series called Pandora Hearts.
Okay.
And I had this giant ball gown where I hand pleated and like hand ruffled everything. It was like 8 yards of like black, white, and purple satin that I
Wow.
like made the dress completely from scratch. We
Wow.
were at Katsucon. I will say it was Katsucon, and there was like a like what was it? It was some kind of like Jewish it was like a Jewish bar mitzvah convention or
Mhm.
something. Like it was like they were showing off like different things people could do for their bar mitzvahs.
Okay,
And it was
yeah.
the same weekend as Katsucon.
Oh, I see,
And
yeah.
we're just like, "Oh, cool." Like all of us are chill. We're like, "Oh, cool. I hope you guys are having a fun time."
Yeah.
We were in the elevator and these two kids, and I knew they were part of the convention because they had their lanyards on.
Mm.
um grabbed the back of my dress and ripped it
What?
and started laughing, and my Glenn and my Jack like had to body block me because I almost I almost like tackled them
Oh my gosh!
because
Why?
we were
What the?
going to a cosplay competition. Like I was actually getting judged in like 30 minutes.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I ended up like not getting judged there. I won in another convention, so it's fine. I still won an
Mm.
award for the dress. But that happened, and then another time was another cosplay rip where I cosplayed Selkie from Fire Emblem
Oh yeah.
Faith,
Okay.
the fox girl.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
that I had my tail rigged where it was attached to the back of my jacket with an invisible like fishing line, so it
Mm.
actually would sway as I walked properly, and I was really
Nice.
proud of it. It looked
Yeah.
really good. A dude in the dealer's room came up behind me, yanked on my tail, ripped my skirt, and my skirt fell down, and my friend had to basically help cover me. He
What
was
the?
ejected from the con. Um, Moral of the story: cosplay does not equal consent.
Oh,
Like,
100%. What the hell? Oh,
yeah.
the more that so the more that I've like walked around
Mhm.
at cons like virtually as Kōri, the more that like I'll see on the webcam, like I can see there's more and more signs that say cosplay is not consent. I think it's insane
Yeah.
that there needs to be more signs because I'm like, I don't know, like you would think we all know
You
by
would
this
think.
point. Yeah. You would think we'd understand. Oh my gosh.
I have one friend who started talking to guys like they're toddlers when they would like reach out for her, and she'd like tap her hand and go, "No, we keep our hands to ourselves."
Ah,
Like,
that's so real though. Oh my gosh, that's so real.
it's like if that's
Yeah.
what works, man, that's what works.
That's so real. So for me, like I specialize in mostly like prop making and I did like really big cosplays.
Ooh.
And a lot of
Mhm.
times I can't say which ones I've done because it could dox me, but like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
I've had like big cosplays where you kind of like can't help but stand like basically a couple feet away from me because they're so big.
Natural
And
body shield.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, exactly. So luckily, I've not had many issues of people
Mhm.
like touching me, but I've seen other people get like touched in a weird, like just like weird things, like,
Yeah.
and I hate seeing it. Like I saw one guy and I thought they were friends, but they weren't. And like this one guy to one of someone who actually was my friend, I was
Mhm.
like going up to talk to her, to meet up with her, and I saw she was talking to this guy, and this guy, like, you know, gave her a high five, and she like gave the high five
Oh.
back, but then like he held her hand through the high five. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
no.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, hey guys, am I interrupting something?" Because I knew she was also like engaged, like she was gonna get married,
Yeah, she's
and
like,
so
"No, I'm good, please."
yeah, so I was like, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's fine." And so I was like, "Okay." And then later on, I was like, "Do you know him?" And she was like, "No, I did not know him." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Just
Oh,
like,
no, poor
oof,
thing.
yeah, big oof.
No. Yeah, I think, like, the most it sounds so bad. The most grabbed cosplay I had, like, I was grabbed a lot in, was, Beast from Black Butler, like, the pleather corset and miniskirt and fishnet.
Yeah, yeah.
And my Joker who was with me, he had, like, his giant cape, and,
Mm,
he in real time, after one dude grabbed me and I was just like, "Nope, I'm done." We were, like, trying to get to a photo shoot location at
mm-hmm.
Katsu. Um, Another dude came up and I could see his hand trying to grab me near the bar, and my Joker, like, body blocked and was like, "Sup, bro?"
Oh, real. Okay. No, they're so
And
real for
I'm just
that.
standing behind him like, "Oh." Like,
Oh, that's cute. My
and he put, like,
savior.
his cape over me, and it was like our photographer's like, "Oh, that's a cute picture." And he's like leaning over, he's like, "I know it's cute, but also I need them to not grab you anymore because I might kill a man."
Yeah, it's real. That's so real. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He was a really sweet Joker. He was awesome. I was just like, God, I was like, I was like, I don't want to wear this cosplay after a certain time at night because people don't know how to stop.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty real. That's pretty real. There's
Never had
one.
those experiences at like TwitchCon or something. Oh, I did have like a dude shove a camera in my face last year, but I resolved that situation pretty quickly.
Oh well, yeah. That's the one thing I am scared about with TwitchCon. It's just
Mhm.
like I've said this before, but like I know that like Offkai exists, but listen, like I knew that like if I had to be in a room, a locked room with just like it's only VTubers in there, I would be scared. Like no offense to VTubers,
What?
but I would be a little
No,
bit nervous.
it was actually not the VTubers that were the problem at TwitchCon.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because it's mostly like
Yeah.
because we actually are anonymous in a sense, you know, like or we respect at least
Mhm.
people's privacy. We have that
Everyone's been
acknowledgement.
super sweet. The problem were the kick streamers that I ran into. Like I
Oh
had like 2 or 3 of them that would just like try to like get reaction stuff out of you.
yeah, yeah, of
And like
course.
it was bad. Like they would not even be attending the con, but they'd be like outside the doors of the con like little vultures,
Ew.
like kind of circling it and you're like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I met
Damn.
some kick streamers that were fantastic. They were really nice. But there was like all the ones that were kind of like I noticed, like, circling the entrances looking for reaction stuff
Mm.
tended to have, like, some type of shirt or something that had, like, their kick name on it,
Oh
and I was just
no,
like, "Oh." Like,
that feels really desperate. I don't know.
I yeah, it was weird. Oh, I went to the California TwitchCon, though. I went to, San Diego.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you're something, huh, buddy?"
Yeah.
Like
You need a Happy Meal from McDonald's?
yeah, like there was a point where I was inside with my 2 besties and my friend Crimbo, and we're, like, looking out the doors at, like, them, like, walking around, and we're just like, "The fuck are they doing over there?" Like
That's so real. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's insane that they're just circling like vultures and then
it
I
was
don't know.
weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's such a strange mentality. Like I
Yeah.
understand to a certain extent like we got to do what we need to do for content for
Mhm,
those
mhm.
views, but I also feel like there's a moral balance, right? Like I mean, I hope there is,
Yeah,
but for some people there
yeah.
is not. You know, there's not that moral boundary, which
Yeah,
also
for some people,
yeah.
it's, like, anything for the content, and it's like, I don't think you should do that mentality.
Yeah, that's fair. I know we have a person in the chat asking if I went to TwitchCon. I did not, but Celine did. Would you go to
Mhm.
TwitchCon again, do you think, Celine, or
Mm-mm.
oh really? Why is that?
So I think last year, unanimously, a bunch of us VTubers kind of all collectively said we're not going to TwitchCon anymore because for
Mm-hmm.
2 years in a row, they promised a lot more things for VTubers, and they just have kind of dropped the ball every single year.
Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of like
So if I'm
the
gonna
freaking.
spend that, yeah, like if I'm
Sorry.
gonna spend that amount of money, I want to go to the VTuber Con.
That's fair. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just gonna say it's
No,
kind
no, I
of
didn't mean
like
to interrupt you. Sorry.
it's okay. We yapping, it's fine. Yeah, no. I was thinking of like the streamer awards and how they keep messing up like VTubers names and like
Oh God.
pictures. Like, how do you keep messing that up? It just feels like even just more and more disrespectful as the years go by,
It's
you
such
know?
a hot mess. Every year is a hot mess, man. I had one friend where they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna like watch it, stream watch it." I was like, "No, I need my blood pressure to be normal."
That's so
Like,
real. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's real.
like I potentially have POTS. My heart rate's already jumps all over the place. I need to not aggravate that.
We need a spa day. That's what we need. Not
Mhm.
another
Mhm.
TwitchCon. We need a spa day or spa con. I don't know, something like
Exactly.
that. Oh my gosh. So, speaking of more relaxing things, I know that one of the segments that you have on your show is called Taro NT. Tell us a little about
Mhm.
that because I liked. I mean, obviously some of those clips were playing earlier, but I thought it was really interesting. You know, you have a variety of guests on there from all different sizes, backgrounds, and whatnot. What kind of inspired
Yeah.
that, and also like, I mean, I know what the premise of the show is, but I think it's so unique and fun.
Mhm.
Can you also tell the rest of the chat here like what the premise of the show is?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. So, Tarot and Tea is kind of my baby. It's like my passion project. It's still in the works to get to where I want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a talk show where I like to have usually around like 2 to 4 different guests. Usually they share like something in common with one another, but we'll have like a whole yapping session, and at the end, as long as they're comfortable with it, it's not a mandatory thing. I'll do a tarot reading for each of them because for anyone that doesn't know, IRL, I am a pagan. I am a practicing witch. I do divination magic. And like I have like my altar and everything. And I love like sharing that passion because I've been doing tarot since I was like really young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I really love. I love getting to like share that and get to like have like fun conversations with people. And I think it's a really good time. It also is just like a great yap session if someone doesn't want the reading. Because I've had plenty of guests that are like, I don't really want the reading, but I want to talk, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I think that's really cute though. I love that.
You.
Yeah, I love that you're able to merge something that you do and you're passionate about like IRL with VTubing. You know, like that's so awesome and
Mhm.
sweet. And can I ask like, what got you into kind of doing stuff like the practicing witch stuff, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not that familiar, so
Yeah.
forgive me for my
Yeah, yeah.
ignorance. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're not ignorant at all. It's not a common thing. So I got into a lot of it because I had some really good friends growing up who were also practicing pagans.
Mm.
And one of them was a good like guy friend of mine, and he actually is the one that taught me how to do tarot.
Mm.
And he was like, just kind of doing it for fun to be like, oh, let's see if you have any knack for it. And I was like, as in his words, scary good at telling him exactly like past events that I knew nothing about with the cards.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, you need to hone that like divination skill because you're
Mm-hmm.
very good at it.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, cool. I will keep that in mind. And so I started kind of like I'm more casual practicing. I have some friends that are much more hardcore,
Mm.
but it's kind of my way of like celebrating like my place in the universe and like
Yeah.
kind of like being appreciative of like all the different elements that go into like having like you being grounded on this planet and everything like
Mhm.
that. And that's kind of
Mhm.
like things that I really like with the paganism aspect of it. And also just I have family and stuff that are much more like Christian religious, and it's just not my cup of tea.
That's fair.
Like
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I've had
Yeah.
too many experiences in other ways to be like, I don't think there's just one personally. So,
That's fair.
you
Yeah,
know.
right, absolutely. I mean, hey, like for me,
Mhm.
it's like if something helps you have a moral compass, and it helps you get up in the day, that's fine with you. But whatever makes me
Exactly.
wake up in the day, it might be different from someone else, and that's okay. You know what I mean? So no,
Yep.
that's really awesome. And again, it's just cool that you got to like implement that into like your VTubing career. If anyone was like interested in getting into divination and whatnot, do you have any like tips or advice for them?
So definitely like there are websites that will help you learn how to read tarot, and they
Mm.
can give you both like vague like meanings of cards and then more serious ones. The best way of looking at tarot though is it's storytelling. So
Hmm.
each card, no matter what type of deck you have, is going to have similar elements on those particular cards, like your major arcana and your minor arcana.
Hmm.
They're going to have like the same type of elements, and you are basically looking at those images and piecing together a picture as a whole with with like the cards that you've drawn. And there are websites that can help you kind of learn like what the card means in its essence, but a lot of it can also change based on what other cards you draw with it.
Right. Okay.
And so
That's
it's
so
like it's a
cool.
storytelling thing, and I think that's really cool way of looking at it, is that you're telling a story.
Yeah. I love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have an English degree with an emphasis on creative writing, so I love some good storytelling and stuff, but I never thought about like tarot reading as that, as like telling a story, which so I love that you said
Mhm.
that because that's really cool.
Yeah,
Um
also the death card is not bad. You won't die if you have the death card. Hollywood has terribly made that card do the like, oh no, you're dying. No, it means new beginnings. It means the death of one element in your life transitioning to the next element. Like my card in my deck, I think is beautiful because it shows on I have like a dog themed tarot deck.
Oh,
And
cute.
it shows a dog that has passed away on a table, and then its spirit's being raised up by Anubis for it to transition into the next phase of its life.
Ah, yeah, that's a good depiction of
So
that.
I think that's the really pretty way of depicting like you're moving forward.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. I've always felt
Hollywood
that
has
way
made
too.
yeah. Yeah, Hollywood's made the death card seem like the be all end all. The tower card is more scary, I will say.
Oh, that's that's fair. So what does the tower card mean,
um
generally
Sudden
speaking?
drastic change.
Oh,
So
I
the
see.
card depicts a tower that is basically collapsing in on itself. There's fire, there's lightning striking it.
Mhm.
There's like a lot of chaos. It's like a very chaotic time. Like struggling to find your ground. Like it's very much like there's a change coming. You are not allowed to like not accept this change. It's happening no matter what you want.
I see. Interesting. It's
So it can be scary for some people, yeah.
Oh yeah, that absolutely. I mean, change. Some people
Mhm.
never want to change, so so
Oh god, yeah.
I totally
That's
understand that. That's, speaking of which, it actually segues perfectly into something that I wanted to talk about. So,
mhm.
obviously, when we were talking, when I was thinking about this episode, when I was and looked into your lore and stuff, that idea of like paying a price for something that you truly desire, on that
Mhm.
topic of like paying a price to get your desires fulfilled, how do you feel currently about like the state of this industry, the VTubing industry, or content creation in general? Like,
Mm,
how do you feel about, for example, the back end support for VTubers? How do you feel about like, are we paying a price in a sense with that segment of like the industry?
I think in some degrees, yes. Um, so I think like there's two sides of this coin when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to like the price being paid, where you have some people where they're like, oh, it's oversaturated, it's this, it's that. I think at its whole, VTubing has always been about creative expression.
Right.
Um, I feel like it's a really great gateway for people to be able to share passions and content no matter like their disabilities, like their place in life, like they're able to kind of do it. Like I've seen people be successful with as little as a PNG tuber.
Right.
Like you can be successful no matter what it is. You don't need like a like $1,000 model for you to be successful in this sphere.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to your personality. As far as like back end support, I feel like we're starting to get more applications and stuff that are understanding of like just how many programs we use to do one stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a folder full of programs I have to open before I hit live.
It's so
Uh,
real.
I'm like, don't forget to hit them.
Right. It's like every couple months there's another one that you have to add. Yeah, I totally get that.
Literally. And I think like a lot of programmers and stuff are starting to see the value that, oh, these people are like pretty tech savvy. Like they're doing a lot to like learn and do what they need for a stream.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like in some ways, and this is like full transparency, like I am Twitch partner, etc.
Mm.
Da 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 Twitch. I always like to preface that. I think there are way many better things that Twitch could be doing for VTubers.
Mm.
I feel like in a lot of ways we are not supported enough for how many amazing VTuber content creators are on this website.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
we have so many amazing creative people on this site that Twitch just kind of overlooks in a lot of ways when it comes to like certain elements.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really upsetting to see. And I'm like not just like Iron Mouse, like there are so many other people that are like really amazing, do wonderful jobs on this platform,
Yeah.
constantly evolving their content, doing so much good. Like I've seen so many like VTuber led charities that have raised so much money for so many amazing projects. And it just really hurts me to see that it looks like Twitch just doesn't really see that value a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely a hole that I think needs to like we need more. It needs more like spotlight a lot of the time. And I think it's also visibility is a really big issue on this platform. Is like it's very hard to get visibility. Like
Oh yeah.
there's not a lot of great search features. So when you're up and coming as a VTuber, or like a streamer in general, I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, if you hit affiliate, you did a huge goal.
Yeah.
That not like 80% of people can't even hit affiliate
Right.
because of how bad the visibility is.
Yeah, that's true.
So be proud of every win that you get in this sphere. Like I'm dead serious, especially on this website. Every win you get, that is a fucking win. Like you're
That's so
doing
real.
great.
Yeah. No, no, for sure. I think that's amazing to say, because as you were
Mhm.
talking, like that point that you made about like, hey, you don't need like a $10,000 or whatever $1,000 like
Mhm.
model to stream. I noticed something, and this is just because like I've gone to a lot of conventions and I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people, they are surprised when I say that when I got into VTubing personally, I didn't have an inspiration. I don't know about you. Did you have like a particular VTuber that you were looking up to when you got into VTubing?
I had a few that I really liked the content of,
Hmm.
but I basically started like VTubing because I had originally done so I used to only do like Savage and EX content from Final Fantasy on Twitch. I didn't do anything else.
Mm.
Uh
That's
like
fair.
I was like a Savage Raider. I was a filthy Savage Raider. Uh and I got into it because I would see people like Takahata's show, and I would see like
Oh yeah.
Crimbo and Vexy and like Iron Mouse and all these other people. And as someone who has like chronic illnesses, it was great seeing a way that I could express stuff. So even if I'm having like a bad mental day, I could still get on screen without having to worry about the fact that like, oh, my back's hurting really bad, I have to be hunched over right now, or things like that.
Yeah.
Like I can like still stream no matter what.
Right.
And I thought that was a really cool thing. But inspiration outfit wise, my first version is one that only existed for like a week.
Oh really?
Then
Oh my
I
gosh,
got
that's so
another model.
interesting.
Yeah. Not many people have seen that. It does not see the light of day in aeons.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I love that.
Yeah.
We
This is
gotta.
technically this is not technically 2.0. This is 3.0 silly technically.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
surprising. Because like I was like, deep diving into like some of your Twitch clips and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and I was like, because one of my questions is actually about like your previous
Mhm.
model, because I think your previous model is like when I met you, and I remember
Yes,
like when
I
you
think so,
came.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And when you came out with this one, not that this is a bad thing by any means, but I was like, there
Mhm.
definitely is a difference, and in the sense of like the one that I met you in, you felt a lot more. I don't know how else to say it. And again, this isn't like to insult, but
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's purely just like a something that I thought it was a lot more like more on the cutesy side, I guess. And
Yes.
this one feels more mature, but not in like a bad, like not in a bad way, of course, you know what I
Mhm.
mean. Like, yes, I know that you do spicy content, but even outside of that, I'm like, this one just feels mature, and it feels honestly more like you as well. So my question that I was going to
Mhm.
ask you later on, but I'm going to ask it to you now because we're talking about it.
Mhm.
You know, what thoughts went into your current model? Like, how have you evolved, I guess, thought process wise as a VTuber to get to this point with your model?
So, I actually love this question.
Heck yeah.
Because I think it's a great way to like kind of show people you can evolve into like whatever makes you feel more comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
Um, so my first model, I adored my model mama. She did both my art and my rigging. It was a great starter model. I love it. Still, it's still really cute. But the few issues I had with it is that I'm a plus size girly IRL. Like I got a lot of titty, I got a lot of hip and thighs
Hell
and
yeah.
butt and booty. And my first model was very, very thin. And so I would have days where I would look at it and it would kind of give me like almost body dysmorphia issues where I'm
Yeah.
like, it's really thin. It's not me.
Yeah.
And as I was using her, I was like kind of taking notes, and I had a number one rule for myself. And I think this is a great rule that I like telling other people when they get into VTubing is my first model, I was going to use as long as I could. But my other rule was I wasn't allowed to even like start looking or developing at getting a 2.0 until I had made a profit in my first year of streaming. That could be from sponsorships, from Twitch, what have you. I was like, I don't want to become like a sinking hole situation where I'm dumping a bunch of money into something that I'm not seeing like revenue out of.
Yeah.
And that's just from like my business brain. And I was like, okay, I want to like have a positive thing. First year, I did fantastic. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to start looking at model makers. And it took like I think about another year or so before I found the two people that I went to for this model. And I had notes for the
There we
redesign.
go.
I had a 41-page Google document with all of the details I wanted, like how horse ears function,
Oh.
how different outfit elements I wanted in a dress in my outfit, what I wanted for the lore and the sash, like every element of that was in that document.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it is like when I sent it to my model parents, they were just like, "Oh my god, this is like a holy grail." And I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
like I gave
Yeah.
you everything. It was like even pictures, like how horse ears function with pictures.
Yeah.
So like with my model, you can see like if I move my mouth, my ears like
Yes.
because horses will like rotate their ear when they hear sounds.
Yeah, right.
And even like my like angry toggle, my ears fold back, which is what horses would do.
Oh! Oh my gosh, that is so
Yeah,
cute.
and it's like it's those little details that I think brought it to life. And the first day I used it, it killed me not to be able to just immediately start streaming it.
That's so real. But that's how you know you finally have something that like feels like
Yeah.
you know, and I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it felt like me. I also wanted like a lot more bounciness because I'm a pretty like active person when I'm sitting at the PC, and you couldn't catch all of my expressions and stuff with my older model.
That's
And
true.
so I was like, I want all of these elements.
Yeah.
like,
That's real.
like, and we have the lean and everything too, because like when I'm wheeze laughing, I tend to lean forward.
Yeah.
And so
I love that. Oh my
it's like I
god.
have like the full lean in, and so it's like
Yeah.
it just becomes very alive, is what I feel.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. I love that, you know, you're incorporated just like things that you know that you're doing like in person, but also,
hmm
you know, the aspects like I love that detail with the horse ears, you know, because like
Yeah.
a lot of times, you know, I feel like people are just not this is a bad thing, but sometimes I feel like people are just cats because it's cute, but it's like no, we got
Yeah.
I want realistic cat physics, okay?
Yeah, make your ears do the thing when you're mad.
Yes, exactly. You know, this was like a joke that I made when I was like sick. I had like a fever
Mhm.
and I was still streaming, but for some reason I got on this tangent and I was like saying, "You know what we need? We need nipple physics. I need to see the nipples like going crazy while we're moving around. I need and then when it glitches out cuz you know sometimes like you lose tracking, you know, one nipple will be
Yeah.
on the left, one will be on the right just completely looking cross-eyed or whatever and then jiggle back together when we get the tracking again. Like I just thought it'd be really funny, but obviously I'm not a
No.
spicy streamer, but I think that'd be really great. It's like let's get some
So,
dynamic nipple physics.
um, my titties actually are sisters, not twins, so they will actually move some individually.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. I love
Yeah,
how
so,
you
like, if
said
I move,
that.
like, one side, like, one will move a different way, like, move the way it's supposed to with, like, the way the movement is.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that. I also love how you said sisters, not twins. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I've never heard them refer it that way. That's so funny. That's
It
so
was
real.
so good, like, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god."
That's amazing. But those little details, like I love hearing
Mhm,
about because it like goes to show like what you were passionate about as you were building like the way you want to present yourself.
mhm.
And I think it's something that we don't talk about a lot of where we don't really talk to our community about like how we might not feel like what we're using in that moment is like us, like our own skin, because like that
Yeah.
sense of body dysmorphia, like that's so real. Like with my last model, I felt the same way. I was like, and the model before then, I was just too like princessy, and I was like, I
Mhm,
I
mhm.
don't feel like this is me. And then when I finally got this design and this model, I was the same way. I was like, just like shaking, and I was like, tweaking out because I just really wanted
Yeah.
to use this one because it was like, oh my god, this feels like me. I feel like I can actually like perform better and like be.
It's like, "I need this, please."
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm frothing at the mouth. Yeah, like it just felt like me. It felt like I could actually like express myself so much better. It felt like my
Mhm.
skin. And I know that sounds weird, but I don't feel like we.
It's true, though, it's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. And I don't feel like we talk about it that much, like as a
Mhm.
community, that like it is important to have the skin because or a skin that we're comfortable in, or if you're not skin, because that sounds a bit creepy, makeup that we feel more comfortable in. It's like just
My skin.
yeah, just tear this open. Just fit right in, get all snug in the flesh. Um yeah. So I'm glad that we get to talk about it here because it helps like I think spread
Mhm.
the word on just like how important it is. Because I also know some people like they didn't like using their model because they had a bad experience with like their model rigger or artists. Like
Yeah, that's another really bad thing that does happen in this community.
right, yeah. Oh my
Is
gosh.
things can feel tainted after a certain point of things happen, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so bad, and I feel so bad for people that, like, have to deal with that stuff because it's like, "Oh, honey, I really don't want you to have to go through that." 'Cause I
Yeah.
understand that. I have certain cosplays I can't wear anymore because they've been, like, tainted.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's like, I can't wear that anymore because I made that for a group with someone that I no longer, like, associate with, and
Hmm.
it's like it just sits in a closet now.
Damn. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like that. It'd be like that. But it's good to see that we can continue to evolve and like get another model. Just find
Mhm,
somebody
mhm.
else to get another model. But yes, well, thank you for talking to us about that. I
Yeah.
also wanted to kind of touch on just because it is a big topic in the space, like
Mhm.
agency versus like independent VTubers. I definitely feel like right now it's an interesting space or an interesting dynamic. Like it's a I think I can make the argument that the industry as it stands right
Yeah.
now, as far as like agency and independent VTubers, it's never looked like this in the history of VTubing. And right now,
It's yeah.
go ahead. I want to hear your
Mhm.
thoughts on it. Yeah,
It's definitely, so I feel like there's always been kind of with some people, it's not everyone, it's like a very small minority of people for this. I feel like there are some people where they kind of have this mentality of it's us versus them when it comes to indie versus corpo.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's gotten worse with every corpo that has kind of been like outed in some way.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you the biggest Achilles heel, and I was talking about this last night with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Any business, the biggest Achilles heel is usually money mismanagement.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say.
That is the biggest sinker for any business I have seen is people that are not either keeping track of their money properly, not paying their artists, their talents and everything properly, or like just hiding when they need help. Like once again, it's okay to ask for help. Like it's totally okay if you're like, "Hey, we popped off more than I expected to. I need to get some other hands on deck. Let's get some other hands on deck. Let's do it." And like I was in a corpo for like a very short period of time. And I think for me, like I think there are a lot of benefits to being a corpo. There's lots of like business benefits for sure that help with that. Management, there's a lot of benefits as well. You don't need a manager to be successful in this sphere. I can tell you that right now.
Mhm.
I think like that's another thing is like it's created this. I'm trying to think the nice way of putting it.
That's fair.
There is a rampant problem with people stating that they are managers when they are not managers.
Yeah.
And they are taking advantage of people by being like, "Ah, yes, I'm a manager. You pay me, I do things for you." But you have to vet people for that type of stuff. You have to see if they can actually be beneficial to you. If you have someone that's offering management services to you, most managers I've spoken to, we'll have like a month trial where it's like, "Hey, I will pay you X amount for the first month because I want to see what you can do for me in this first month."
Yeah,
If
that's
they can't
fair.
do any if they don't do anything for me in that first month, it's like, "Okay, thank you for the like the opportunity to work with you. However, it's not going to work out for me." And that's
Mhm.
totally fine. I'm also like I'm someone that needs a manager for the fact that I have my hands in so many projects.
Right.
Like
That's
I
fair.
have a manager, but my manager that I have is mainly for like my spicy stuff because there's a lot of elements that go into that.
Right.
And he'll help me with like small things on Twitch, like my tarot and tea applications, things like that.
Mhm.
But it's also like you have to have someone that you can trust as a manager that's not going to send you into like a position where they're just kind of like doing stuff with your name attached to it is the nicest way of putting it.
I got you. Yeah.
And there are some great management groups. They're fantastic management groups. Like I'm gonna say because I also love Naru. Airs is fantastic.
Oh
They're
yeah.
they're wonderful.
Yes,
I
definitely.
love them. Everyone that's in Airs, talents and like management wise, fantastic people.
True.
Absolutely adore
Yes.
them. And then like you'll see like smaller ones like pop up. Like there was like I've seen a couple have gotten in hot water lately, and it's like don't attach the name manager to yourself if you don't know what you're actually doing in the sphere. And I think like that's the other issue is like there's a lot of people like groups that are coming up saying they're corpos without knowing what goes into being a corpo.
That's fair. Yeah.
And then they're getting people, and then those people are excited because they're like, "Oh my god, I get to be in a corpo," which is it's really exciting. You feel like you finally are like, "Oh, someone sees my worth."
Mhm.
But then to get let down by like them not managing the corpo properly, or like my experience where like people were like being pretty nasty about me behind my back after I left and things like that. Like it's rough. It's a rough world like place out there. The biggest
Yeah.
thing I can say is like just check in and vet things before joining things. Like don't just rapid fire gun join something.
Yeah.
That goes for sponsorships, everything. Like if it looks too good to be true, sometimes there's going to be something underlining with it. And like even with sponsorships, I will constantly like look into any sponsorship being given to me.
Yeah.
And if I don't agree with it or it's not something that holds up to my values, I'm not working with it. End of story. And it's okay to let go of opportunities. Like there will be other opportunities to come down the road. Don't let your morals drop just for one opportunity.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
And
definitely
I
a
think like
balance.
yeah. Mhm.
Sorry, go
I think
ahead.
like that's the biggest issue with like the corpo versus indie stuff right now is like you can be just as successful indie as you can with corpo. I'll be so real. I've seen
Yeah.
both sides of the scale at this point.
I know. Yeah. I mean, and this is just, you know, kind of like my opinion, but I think
Mhm.
Shogun in the chat had made this a note about like the indie
Mhm.
versus corpo stuff. It's got its roots in that nature of like idol culture that like VTubing is
It
kind of
does.
based off of, right?
Mhm.
Full circle
Mhm.
moment, but you
Yeah.
know, um,
Yeah, absolutely true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I just don't. It sucks to see like that war, because I'm just like we're all VTubers
It's
at the end of the
weird.
day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't get that. Like I've gone to cons where like I think it was like Anime NYC 2 years ago.
Mhm.
There was like the Hololive booth that was like not like super close, but it was like down the way. It was like
Mhm.
maybe a block away in a convention style block away. And they had
Mhm.
a massive booth, by the way. It was like a small apartment complex
I'm
inside
not
of the
surprised
convention. Yeah,
knowing them.
it was massive, which is great for them. But I remember like they'd have little events that
Mhm.
that would happen at the booth, and then all of those people would disperse, and I'd see them like pass by our booth, and like they would literally be giving me the like side eye stink eye type thing. Like, and I'd
What
even
the
have
fuck?
I'd even have people be like, they realize who I was, because at the time, like right before then,
Mhm.
I had spouted all the the nonsense from the top of my lungs about how I was the first VTuber to collaborate with an American baseball team back in June of
You
2020.
were.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
was. And then Whole Life did it the week after, which, like, again, I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity without Whole Life, doing the Dodgers event. And I'm grateful for that. But, like,
Yeah.
I made kind of like a shtick about it. So,
Yeah.
which it is what it is. But,
Mhm.
people got mad at me as well that were like diehard fans of like Whole Life. They were like, oh, look at this stupid indie VTuber. Like, she's just doing
Oh
all
my
this for
god.
clout and like she's evil. And so those same people, like when they would come up to the booth, they'd be like, wait a second, you're the one who did the baseball thing. I'm out. Like they would just like give me the stink eye. They just like leave, not even give it a chance. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's
Yeah.
really interesting to see like that dynamic, because at the end of the day, we're all VTubers. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
we're
like
all people being silly anime characters on the internet, guys.
exactly. It's not that serious. It's not that deep.
It ain't that deep, bro. I promise.
But the other thing with like, I feel like the structure of agencies, like the money making structure of agencies, I almost feel like, and this is just my opinion at least, I don't know if you'll share it, but like in
Mhm.
the Western sphere, I kind of feel like just that structure doesn't work, because a common structure of like, okay, you have talents that you like fund essentially, and
Mhm.
then like the money that they make from their content and streams, it trickles up to you, and that's how you kind of like get that money cycle going, like that process going where
Mhm.
making money and putting money out. And I just feel like for whatever reason, like you said, maybe it's the money management lacking, or lack of money management skills, but it
Mhm.
just that structure just doesn't seem to really work that well, like in the Western VTubing space. So I mean, it's very interesting, but on the other side of it too, I also feel like there's a lack of professionalism, not just with the managers, but we have to understand like
Mhm.
a lot of VTubers in the space, like not all of them, but a lot of them, they're people who dropped out of school or they've never worked in an actual like job before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not that it's a terrible thing, but like, they don't have a lot of like professional experience. And so when they are receiving that professional backing, sometimes they don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, go ahead, go ahead.
There's definitely like a difference between people who do VTubing professionally versus like more hobby. And it's totally okay to do either way. Like for me, this is my full-time job. Like I only do VTubing. And then I do like my side stuff, like my bookkeeping and things like that.
Right, right.
Oh, I see you have a raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Yeah, sorry. I was just about to pause you because I was like, wait, you're
Yeah,
saying good
go,
stuff,
go,
but I
go,
just want to say hi to
go.
the raiders. Thank you so much for the raid, Kat. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the raid. How was your guys' stream? Top Cat's buzzing the tower. Let's go. Welcome in, Kat. It's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, I've said this before, but I have to say it again because Kat's here. There's not enough VTubers with green in their design, and I say that because I had made
Yeah.
I had made these like what do you call it, these little friendship bracelets for like people at Offkai, and I made
Hmm.
one for like each of like the V Fleet members, and like even V Fleet and outside of V Fleet, like just regular indie
Yeah.
VTubers, like I think I only made like 2 bracelets with green in it, and so I just had like this shitload
It's
of
not a
green.
commonly used color.
It's not, but it's a good color. It's a lucky color, right? Because it's like,
It's a really good color.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just like always surprised that like not more people have green in their design. But
Hmm.
I mean, I'm one to talk, right? I don't have a single speck of green, but I'm just saying like, hey, it's not used enough. So when I see it, I gotta praise it. But thank you so much, Kat, for
Hmm.
the raid. I hope you're doing great. We're doing an episode of Bin Buddies today. We're deep diving into some dumpsters today. But in reality, we're just talking to a really cool guest, and that is Celine. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you need to do any after stream care, please do, and welcome in. Thank you for being here. But yes, okay. So we're talking about that reciprocating that professional help and stuff like that. Do you feel like you'd
Yeah.
have any advice? Because I saw that you are like a bookkeeper for Sox Agency, right? Which I thought was really
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
interesting. Would you have any advice for like people that are kind of like they want that professional help, but how I guess advice on like how can they reciprocate
Mhm.
that? How can they do their best like as a talent with their manager? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean. So, I think one of the biggest underlining things, just like in management in general, is that if you have you have to remember at the end of the day, yes, you're paying someone to be your manager, but also they are taking time out of their day to help you, not just like for a money thing. They're like, they literally, like most, like 9 times out of 10, they're passionate. They want to help you succeed.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing I've seen people not respect is other people's time or their energy and their actual like the hard work that they put in.
Hmm.
And I think that's a big thing that I've seen a lot in the VTubing sphere as far as professionalism goes, where the biggest thing I will always hear when people stop working with someone is like, oh, they just didn't respect blank. And
Mm,
I think like I always try to be respectful of other people's times. It's the
right.
same way as like I want, because in my mind and in my heart I would want them to respect my time as well. And it's like, hey, if I'm going through like an effort and I'm putting something together to have you like on this episode or on like this collab and stuff like that, please like
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry my internet went out.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry my internet blinked.
No, it's okay. I was like, oh gosh, did I break
No.
something? Oh my god.
No, I think we're gonna be having storms soon, so I think
Oh
it's
no.
like probably the wind blew it.
Okay, okay, we're back then. We're back.
Yeah, yeah, we're back. I think like for me, it's I always try to be respectful, and I would like people to be respectful of my time in return.
Right.
I think also just knowing like basic like social etiquette cues and things like that, like some like you are yes, if you're paying someone, you should be a priority to them. However, like life things do happen too. So
Right.
like if you're like there is a difference between like uncommon occurrences and then common occurrences.
Hmm.
And I've had these issues with managers in the past where if it is a constant thing that's happening, that's no longer excusable because you're not pre-planning for something that you actively know is a problem that is happening constantly
Right.
versus like something drastic happened where it's like, oh, my internet's out or I can't make the meeting because of blah or things like
Right.
that. Like those are all understandable.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think in the VTubing sphere, a lot of it is just like respect the effort people are doing, like artists, managers, like everyone. Like with SBA, I do like bookkeeping. So I'm like in the background, like making sure like things are kept on the books, things like that. But like Flork is also a really good friend of mine. Like I adore Flork. I think he is an amazing CEO. SBA, like he cares so much about the talents. All of the talents are amazing. The girls and Sklimbo are so awesome. I love all of them very, very dearly.
Hmm.
I don't think I can praise them enough. And Flork is like a CEO and just boss is like a phenomenal person, but he's also incredibly respectful of everyone and their
Yeah.
time and what's going on in their real life. I have never once felt disrespected by Flork in any way, shape, or form.
Right. That's
And I
good.
think that's a hard thing to come by nowadays with some management. And it's like on the other end of the spectrum too, where there are some managers that will work their ass off for someone and then the person just constantly like ghosts them or drops projects or things like that. And it's like,
Hmm.
I'm putting in a lot of hard work for you right now. Why are you doing this? Like,
That's so
like
fair. Yeah. I
I think,
think
yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
sorry. I was just gonna say, one of the things that I was like surprised about was like when I got management, when I was starting to work with them and stuff. One of the first things they said, like as I was working with them, was like, "Oh, you actually like did what we told you to do. That's amazing." And I'm like, "That's amazing!" Like I thought that'd
Yeah,
be,
no, no, literally that. Yeah.
I thought that'd be the bare minimum. It's like that I should do what you told me to do.
That's the bare minimum. Yeah, like I literally like I've had that experience I like back before like with like other friends and stuff where I'll do something, they'll like suggest something, I'll be like, "Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that." And they'll be like, "You did it?" And I'm like, Yeah, because it was a great idea. Why wouldn't I do
Right.
that?"
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But I think in the sense of like, that using that metaphor, paying a
mhm,
price, like, you give a little to, your manager, and your manager kind of gives back
mhm.
too. Because like they can't work alone. You know what I mean? Like
No, it's
this
not a
is
solo job.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like so you have to be willing to put in the work just as much as your manager is putting in
Mhm.
the work. It's kind of like that. 50-50 in a sense. Doesn't It's not always 50-50, but you're trying to also put in some
Yep.
time and energy and effort just as much as like your manager is to make this machine work. You know what I mean? But it takes
Yep.
two to tango, So and I do feel like some people like don't always understand that dynamic or like know how to maybe navigate that dynamic of like, putting
Mhm.
in equal amount of effort. Yeah.
I think pride is also a big thing, is like some people become so prideful they don't wanna ask for the help or take the help when it's offered.
Oh, yeah.
Pride and ego are the greatest destroyers, like,
Oh
honestly.
yeah, no, for sure. I've met oh my gosh. I've talked to some VTubers like behind the scenes.
Mhm.
And like some people, I mean, at least they are like they're unfiltered about it, like they're proud of it, but they're like
Yes.
they
Yeah.
say like, "Hey, I'm an egomaniac. Like I have a huge ego." And
Yeah.
and at least they own it, you know what I mean? Like I don't mind if you own it.
That's the
Like
thing is, like, if you're owning it, sure. Like,
yeah.
go for it, my homie.
Right,
Like
exactly. Whatever makes you happy. Like I'll be over here, you'll be over there. Um, but yeah, like, and they would say stuff like, I know how to I know how to make shit pop off, and like,
Mhm.
they said like I actually put a pause like on like doing this or that because like this other thing was making me more money, so I'm gonna do the more money stuff, and I'm like, okay, like that's totally fine,
Yeah.
go off, but it's an interesting
Yeah.
thing to see just like how much like ego could I don't know, just get in the way of I think having like more genuine
Yeah.
relationships with people, because I think like more authentically being able to grow that has a longer
Mhm.
sustainability or chance of sustainability, because I think the more that you
Yeah.
potentially let your ego guide you, the higher chance you may end up, whether you're doing it on purpose or not, clout chasing or using things or people for
Or
maybe.
isolating yourself in general.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. I know. Like it's very often times that I feel like VTubing can feel like everyone's on their own little islands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and so kind of doing that too can definitely like isolate you and make things. I don't know, make you maybe even make them a little bit like evil in that sense, or like because they don't know any better because they're not
Mhm.
surrounding themselves
Mhm.
by other people, or they're surrounding themselves with just like
The
similar
wrong things,
minded, yeah,
yeah.
exactly, the same type of group, which just like boosts it even more, so
Yeah, yeah. There yeah. I know, I know.
this side tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
That's so real, yeah. But anyways, I know we kind of talked about like, kind of paying the price in that
Mhm.
oversaturated market of content creation, just generally speaking. But how else do you feel like people can kind of break out or make their own little path for themselves in this oversaturated market? Like, just like how you are able to implement like something that makes you passionate with like the Taro and tea segments and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Like what would you recommend or maybe advice for people that are trying to break through this like oversaturated market or maybe try to find their passions in this?
Chase your joy.
Hmm.
Like, honestly, that's my best advice is when I first started VTubing, I was told like, the only way I was gonna be successful was to be say so and, like, cutesy and like, demure and mindful,
Mm.
and it lasted for all of 2 weeks. I curse like a sailor. I I burp constantly. I am the most unladylike, mommy-voiced Pegasus you've ever met in your life.
That's fair.
I can be a lady when I wanna be, but the thing is that at the end of the day, people wanna see other people, like, having fun and enjoying themselves, especially on
Right.
Twitch.
Yeah.
If you're just going to be quiet, like, if you're just gonna be quietly sitting there playing a game and you're not interacting, people really desire, like, that interactivity with their streamers. They want to like, cause let's be real, like, if they wanna watch people, like, play something in silent or, like, without getting to interact with them, a lot of them are gonna go to YouTube. That's usually, like, what they
Mm.
do is, like, I'll watch videos on like, heck, I'm one of them. I watch like, YouTubes while I'm on video, like, while I'm
That's
eating dinner
that's
on
fair.
YouTube.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like, I'm not interacting with anyone. But I think, like, chasing a joy that you like and doing stuff on stream that you're having fun with is, like, a super important part of it.
Yeah.
Another part of it is, like, don't let anyone, like, yuck your yum. Like, don't let people, like, crush your joy. If you're having a fun time on a game and you think you make a funny joke, like you think it's a funny joke, laugh at your joke. I laugh at my own shit all the time.
Yeah, that's
Like
real.
I'll make the stupidest joke in the world and I'll be sitting in the background in a collab just like giggling to myself.
I love that.
It's like you have to laugh at things. Also, like talk like there's 100 people in the room with you on stream. Like don't act like turn the numbers off. Biggest advice I have to anyone streaming, turn off the damn numbers, ignore them, they don't exist. You have 100 people in that chat. They may just be vibing. I have a very big vibe crowd. I have a lot of people that lurk. So
Yeah.
I could have like 100 plus people watching. Literally, I don't know that there's 100 plus people watching. I'm going to act like there is
That's
because
fair.
most of them are probably just chilling out and watching, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's like my biggest advice is like in a community where people are like, oh, it's oversaturated, etc., things like that. Chase your joy. Don't let people crush it. If you're having a fun time, I don't care if you have 1 or 2 viewers. Did you have a good stream? Did you have fun playing the game? That's what fucking matters. Like, have fun. As soon as people see you start like having fun with stuff, they're going to be more inclined to come in and hang out with you and be like, oh, I like this series as well. Like, I got a lot of new people from when I played Tales of because I'm a huge Tales of like nerd. I love Tales of series.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it's a very niche like group of people that like it to a degree on Twitch especially. And I would get people in where they're like, "Oh my god, I love this one. Have you played X, Y, and Z?" And it's like, "Yes, I have."
Nice.
That's my thing. Is like just don't let people like shoot down your joy because there's unfortunately way too much of that on social media nowadays. Like people are so afraid of being cringe or seen as cringe. I'm from the generation where we were cringe and we were free.
That's so real.
I'm a millennial. I'm cringe, but I'm free, homie.
Yeah. No, that's so real. Period.
Like, I let my tism stems fly. It's fine.
Yes, exactly. You know, and I just want to say, like, this is so random, but I was like, I swear it relates. So let me get there. So I was watching like TikTok one day, just trust me, and I was like just doom scrolling as you do, and this like Doja Cat like TikTok came up, and Doja Cat was talking about like, you know, she was like saying how she had posted this video on TikTok the other day of just like her dancing like in her living room or something, like she was just being goofy, and that she got a lot of people like commenting like rude or like hateful things on that. And she said something that I thought was really surprising to hear from like a celebrity, I guess. And she said basically like people will see you be happy and excited about something and see you chasing your passions, and they are scared because they don't know how to do that, or they think
exactly that.
And so I thought that was actually really empowering. Like I liked the message that she had behind that, because like I never viewed it from that angle of like, you know, the reason why people are so angry and like they're so evil when they see somebody having a good time, or when they see somebody being quote unquote different or unique or weird, they're like, ew, that's scary because like I could never do that, and so they just get angry and then they just like post rude shit, you know. Like it meant a lot to hear someone, I guess, like of that size or, you know, well known, to say something like that, you know, because it's true, you know, like people don't know what to do sometimes when they see somebody having a good time, and you know, it's nice to hear. And I agree, you know, like we should just keep being ourselves and be cringe, be free, you know.
Exactly. And like that's been my biggest takeaway is like if you're someone that's going to police someone else's joy, you're a pretty sad person in my opinion. And I have pity for you because it's like I'm out here having a fun time being a silly Pegasus on the internet,
right,
and you're coming into my comment section, taking time out of your day. Baby, rent's too high for me to be in your head that free.
real
Go somewhere.
Exactly. That's so, I love that. Exactly. But yes, and speaking of kind of like, you know, continuing to chase their passions and things like that in this space, I know that you've been joining in various concert performances and whatnot, and you've also been pursuing, I mean, obviously for mine, which thank you for being a part of them, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for having me in them. They're always so much fun.
I'm so glad. Thank you. But yes, and you're also pursuing kind of those like TV size cover songs like The Flower Fairy from the Land of Kennen and Bar. Is that how you say it? bar like that or bear?
I think it's bar, if I remember
Bar.
right. I was
Okay.
like, I've heard it pronounced so many ways. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
like, which
fair.
way is the right way?
That's so fair. Which was beautiful, by the way. When I listened to you sing it, like
Thank
I'm not
you.
familiar with the song. Obviously, you can tell because I don't know how to say it. But I was like, wow, this is gorgeous. You did such a great job. Too sweet, losing streak. What made you want to kind of choose these particular songs? When you were doing the cover songs. Yeah. What made you want to choose them?
So, I've always kind of had like a lower voice range, because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which
Mm.
means like your body produces more testosterone than it's supposed to.
Mm.
And a lot of women that have it tend to have deeper voices. And I was teased and made fun of for it for most of my life. But when it comes to singing, I was like, I want to do songs that I feel are like comfortably my range, or I could make them into my range.
Yeah.
And those are all just songs that I listen to like on my YouTube playlist and things like that. Like Too Sweet was just really fun to sing, and I was like, people love this song. I love the song. I'm going to do like a little micro cover of it.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm definitely someone who loves like ballad songs. I'm a big musicals girly. I love all sorts of music, but they were all ones that I really enjoy singing, and I was like, I might as well do a cover of it if I enjoy singing it, because I'm sure someone else is going to enjoy like listening to me or singing along with me. And
Yeah.
that's like been kind of my leading motion to like doing the covers that I do, is they're just songs that I like, or I'm like, oh, this is pretty, I want to sing that, you know?
That's fair. No, that's real. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And also, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that you've had to deal with negative comments regarding your voice growing up, because it's like it's crazy how
Mhm.
like I mean, just respectfully, people like that type of voice now. You know what I mean?
They
Like
do. And it's been the VTubing sphere that has opened my eyes to it,
yeah.
where they're just like, I have heard so many, like, I get called mommy all the time. It
Right.
is like, it's like, I mean, sure.
That's fair. I mean, so honestly, when I hear your voice, I don't see
Mhm.
anything different about it than anyone else's. Like not in a bad way. I just mean
Yeah.
like I wouldn't I don't know. I don't think it's a like it just sounds like a voice. Like it's a normal voice. It's your voice, and like I wouldn't think like there's
Mhm.
anything strange about that in my opinion, but maybe I'm weird in that sense. But
And
it's
that's my opinion as well.
mhm.
But I think like growing up in like high school and stuff, you're, I guess like so many people are used to like the more like overtly feminine voices. So like having a lower voice
Their balls haven't
was
dropped
like
yet.
yeah, they're like, "Oh, you sound super masculine." And I'm just like, "Okay, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's my voice." Like,
I don't know. I think it's great. I think you have a beautiful voice. I think
thank you. I
it's
appreciate that.
very yeah, it's very heartwarming and also soothing at the same time. So I guess yeah, I guess the mommy vibes, but I think in my more respectful terms. Okay, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful voice, and I'm glad that you've been able to find like the courage and confidence to overcome that and also do music, because I know that even for
Mhm.
myself, like I think half the battle for recording your own vocals and stuff like that is confidence, because it's like
Oh god,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah. For sure. How have you kind of like practiced or like helped what helps you build up that confidence as you're working on these cover songs and whatnot?
So what I've gotten, I think like at a certain point you start getting more confident, or at least numb to the sound of your voice.
That's real. That's
I think
real.
the nicest way I could put it.
No, that's so
It's like
funny. Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll listen to a line, and it's happened when I've been like recording for your concerts, where
Mm.
I will record the line 5 or 6 different times, and I'll be like, I don't like this part. Let me replace that part. And so you're constantly listening to your own voice for like at least 15, 20 times, and you're just like, okay, that one's better, I guess.
That's so real. I get that. I get that.
But like I think like also I think it does help, like, just kind of, like, getting like, I think there's, like, something really magical when you find that mixer
Mhm.
that is able to, like, take the raw cover that you gave them and put it to the music and, like, mix it the way it needs to be done, and you suddenly hear yourself in your head. Like,
Mhm.
you hear the voice that you hear when you sing. And I think, like, the first time I had that was the Garden Fairy song.
Mhm.
And like I started crying because I was like, this
Aw.
this actually sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
And I sent it to like my manager, and he was like, Celine, that's the way you always sound when you sing. It's beautiful, but it's you. And I'm just like, I don't expect it though. Like I'm like crying
Aw.
as I'm saying it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's like I think that's a huge confidence builder for you as well, because you're like I do sound good. Like I love my voice. I think you start falling in love with your voice the more you kind of do things like that, or
Mhm.
you just kind of put care to the wind where you're like, I'm enjoying this song. I don't care if my voice cracks. Like I've had songs I've sung where my voice is cracked. Belle is one of like the animated like Belle series. There's one song
Mhm.
on there I cannot hit one of those notes. I used to be able to hit it.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
had I've had my voice crack on it on stream, and I'm just like, oh Jesus, like just joke about it.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
It's like you have to make a joke out of stuff sometimes, and it's like it's
Yeah.
okay to laugh at yourself sometimes. It's like I messed it up,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean, you
don't dwell.
learn. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You learn, you grow, you evolve. You know what I mean? I always tell people because
Hmm.
I've had people ask me like, "Oh, when do you know when like a cover song or like an original song is like done?" And I'm like, "I never know. Like I just
You
release
never
it. Like
know.
it's just it's just like, you know what? I think we're at a good spot now. I'm just going to do it." And I always say that because like I think a lot of people they'll work on a cover song or something and
Hmm.
you learn new things. Like maybe you learn like, oh, I actually can do this new harmony, or I know how to mix something properly, because that was what I did. I was mixing and mastering my own vocals, and so like every week you'll learn something new
Hmm.
about mixing and mastering that you'll want to implement. But the problem is that if you stay on the same project for weeks on end, you'll never really be able to move past that and like actually work on a new one where you get
Yes.
to implement more skills and like learn more things with. And so that's why I'm like, look, for me, like I never feel like it's fully finished, but I feel like it's at a point where it's releasable, and I just release it, and
Yep.
then I move on to the next one so that way I can continue to evolve my skills and whatnot. But I just try not to like linger
Hmm.
on the project for too long. Otherwise, I feel like my confidence will kind of like go stagnant, or like maybe I just won't be able
Yeah.
to grow as much as like a vocalist or as a mixer and masterer, because I'm just stuck on one project, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
You really have to like not dwell on it, and it's okay. Sometimes like I've had some songs where I've been like recording it, and I've like sat there and was like excited to do it, and then I just like kept doing it and was like, I'm not getting what I want. I'm gonna go work on another song, and then I'm going
Mhm.
to come back to this at a later date.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with Too Sweet. Like Too Sweet was originally gonna be the first micro cover I released, but I didn't like the way it sounded when I first recorded it a couple of times. And let me do like a palette cleanser song, and then I'll come back to it.
Smart. Okay. There you
And
go.
I think that's a really good way. It's like, as long as it sounds good, it's good. We're fine. You know?
That's real. That's real. And also I feel like
It's releasable.
what sounds good to us, or like what sounds bad to us might
Mhm.
sound good to other people as
Oh, one sec,
well.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. It'd be like that.
Sorry, I had like someone tried to call me. I'm like, I'm using my phone.
Okay, no, it's okay. I have that happen all the time. No, I totally get that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah. Well, thank you for talking to us about your
Mhm.
songs and the thought process going into the musics and stuff. Do you have any advice for those that are kind of interested in getting into cover songs in music?
I would say if you feel too daunting with like a full cover, do micro covers. They usually
Mhm.
are about like 30 seconds to a minute. It's much more digestible. You're going to be able to find like mixers on VGen that are phenomenal at doing micro covers
Yeah.
mixing, and just like record like your model, whether it's a PNG or whatever, do it in like whatever format you need for where you're going to be posting it. Have fun with it. I think that was how I got more into it, because it's not as it doesn't feel as gigantic as like doing
Yeah.
a full song. Like a full song can feel very like, I don't know where to start on this.
Oh
Like
yeah, it's
some
daunting for sure. Yeah. Yeah. There's so
oh
many components with a full song for sure.
yeah, exactly. I need to let the dogs in real quick
Oh
because
yeah, go
they're
ahead.
still running around outside and there's a storm. The storm is
Yeah,
definitely coming.
yeah, yeah.
One sec.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
so
No,
sorry.
you're okay. You're good. You're good. No, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take
I
your
just
time.
looked outside.
Get the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Roo, roo, roo. And thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Butter, for the freaking super chat over on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your patience with us as we're chatting and yapping and stuff. Thank you to everyone who's lurking and hanging out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are lurking, be sure to use that check-in redeem that we have, or the lurk redeem, or type in the chat that you're lurking. Don't forget to do that so that way you count as a viewer. We appreciate that. Or put an email in the chat. Doesn't matter what you want to do. But yes, thank you so much for all the check-ins. Thank you for being here. Not fully releasable releases, nothing but straight bangers. Thank you, Shogun. I don't know. There's a lot of songs that I don't know. I mean, you look back on it, you're just like, I could have done this better. Even as you're working on like an album, at least for me, obviously when I'm working on an album, it takes at least a year for me to do an album, and I'll start working on the first couple of songs, but by the time I get to the next couple of songs, I'm like, dang, like the first songs I did are terrible. They're ass because I'm now working on new songs and I'm like implementing new things that I wish I had would have been able to implement like earlier on in the newer songs. And so then I get this like panic that like, oh my gosh, like what if like the songs that I'm working on currently don't really like match the vibe with like the songs I initially started working on when I was initially starting working on the album and stuff, so it's like having that like thought process is not fun. But it works out. So
I'm back. So sorry about that.
no, you're good. No, you're good. Tell us about your dogs if you don't mind. We love dogs.
Oh, I have 3 dogs. One of them is like I'm like watching him, but the other 2 I have a mini dachshund and an Aussie. Mini Aussie. The mini Aussie is my service dog, but he's retired now.
Oh, okay.
But the weenie dog is the one that does not like to come inside, so I had to just like try to chase and catch him, so I'm a little out of breath.
No, it's okay.
Because I was like, get inside here, and he's like in the other side of the yard, like, no.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I'm like, boy, it is windy. The trees are cracking. Get inside.
No, never. You can't catch me alive.
He's like, it's outside time. It's not dark yet.
That's so
I
sweet.
love him though. He's a little dapple long hair. His name is Kuma.
Oh, Kuma, that's so cute.
He's such a brat.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. As he should. As he should. I mean,
always had weenies.
oh my gosh, I've seen like, oh my gosh, there's like some creator on TikTok who like just has like 20 wiener dogs. Like that's
Oh, I follow her. She has
right.
like so many weenies.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I was like, wow.
I actually have my mascot is actually a wiener dog.
Yes,
for,
I noticed that.
My VTuber as well, Starly. I can actually show. I have a special toggle for him if you'd like to see.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's see.
Oh my gosh! That is such a cute toggle. Wait, I love that. Oh, that is amazing. I love that so much. I've never seen someone. I mean, maybe I'm like not familiar, but like I've never seen anyone have an actual like animation for their freaking mascot toggle. That is so unique. I love that.
It was like a big one I wanted. I was like, I want something special because he is a like a star, like a cloud dachshund, like an astral dachshund. And I was like, I kind of want to have a cloud like go into his shape.
Yeah.
And my model parents are like, we can do that. That's so cute.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, it is adorable. I when I was watching your lore video and Starly came up, I was like, oh my gosh, you've got me.
Oh my god, I love the way they drew him. He's so cute.
He is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's amazing, y'all.
He is actually based on my I had a weenie dog that unfortunately passed away 2 years ago, but he was 18 and he was like my little best friend, and his name was Harley. So I wanted Starly as an ode to him.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
I love that
So I was
so
like, I
much.
need my little buddy with me still.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying, dude. Oh my gosh.
That's why his tongue sticks out because Harley didn't have any teeth, so his tongue was stuck out all the time.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. BRB gonna go cry real quick. Oh my god, that's
No,
so
no.
adorable. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. There's so many like cool details about your model. Do you have like a favorite detail, would you say, or like top 3?
Um, I think like so Starly is definitely a huge one for me.
Yeah,
I absolutely love Starly.
absolutely. Yeah.
Um, I love the ears. The ears were like very like a big part for my model for me.
Mhm.
And then the way that like my normal outfit, so this is like my idol outfit. My normal outfit is oh gosh, where's my toggle? Toggles
Mhm.
everywhere.
I know, I totally get that.
So I'll let Starly go for a second. Okay, there we go. So this is like my normal outfit.
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
it has the like it has like the moving sash is one of my favorite parts. So you can actually see
Yeah.
the constellations moving through the sash, and that element goes apart to every outfit I have on this model, minus the goth cowgirl, the
Mm.
alternative.
Mhm.
Um every part of my like every outfit of mine has a form of the sash because it changes forms based on the outfit.
Oh, that's a
Because that's
great
what gives me
detail.
my human form.
Right, right. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Oh my gosh, I love that. There's lore, like that lore behind like the other outfits as well. That's great. I love that. It
Yeah,
connects it
I
all.
wanted some continuity for it, so it, like, actually, like, makes sense why I still have my human form.
Yes, I love that. I love the attention to detail. Like I respect you so much
Thank
for
you.
that. Amazing.
Continuity.
Yes, continuity. It goes a long way. Even though like it's sometimes like people don't generally notice when you get to talk about it, it's like,
Mhm.
ah yeah, cherry on top. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's
I was gonna say
amazing.
my model parents do, like, such a good job on, like, thigh squish or, like, any type of, like, deformation around items. Like, on this model, I have, like, a metal band that goes across my thigh,
Hmm.
and you can actually see, like, the skin inside the metal band and on top of it and around it, like, actually moves as I move. So
Oh,
it actually has like squish jiggle like physics.
wait. Can I pull you? Are you cool with me pulling you up? And
Yeah, 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 I'm fine with
okay,
that.
okay. Let me
Here,
see.
let me just
Um,
hide my hip a little bit more for you so you don't get in trouble.
oh,
Uh,
okay. I know. I was like, wait, should I
yeah,
see?
so like if I bounce, you can see like it actually squishes and like
Oh,
moves over top of it
yeah.
and like the
Whoa.
gold sheen. Yeah.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's actually so freaking cool.
Yeah, they're really good at this stuff. Like I was like when I saw that I was like that's incredible.
Wow. No, that is. Okay, let me bring it down. We're worshiping.
Yeah, yeah.
We worship respectfully. All right.
Thank you.
That's
That's why we
amazing.
have the sash cover because it's like if Twitch has a problem, we have a sash.
That's fair.
Like,
There you go. Exactly, exactly. Oh my gosh, but it's gorgeous. And
thank
then
you.
is the spinny is it like a halo that you have behind you? I just because I've never
Oh,
asked.
yeah. So it's actually based on the Wheel of Fate, or the Wheel of
Oh.
Fate tarot card.
Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. That
Yeah.
makes sense though. Okay.
A lot of people are like it's a halo. It is technically, but it's actually based on like the Wheel of Fate, which is like the wheel keeps moving forward, it never stops, and it's the card indicates it by like the seasons changing. So for me, it was a good indicator of like you just keep moving forward. You can't go back, you have to keep going forward.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I love hearing about all these little.
They're all like silly little details that I know that I'm like they're my silly details.
No, but
Like
yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, right? I mean, I think it's really cool
Mhm.
that you get to talk about those things because, it's you and you created this. This is literally your brainchild, you know what I mean? So then
Yeah.
getting to see how all of it connects. Like I've always been like a big fan of like have you ever played Doki Doki Literature Club, for example?
I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, so like that game, you find like Easter eggs in places that you don't always expect.
There's
Like,
so many.
yeah, and so I always love that about, those kinds of franchises where like you'll find Easter eggs
Mhm.
about like this the character's lore, here or there on the merch store or even like on their model, these little things that you don't really
The
notice, like
website, like
the
things that you
website.
wouldn't find.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that. And so the fact that you have so many things like well thought out and embedded into your model, like I think those are all little nuggets of gold, I think, for people who decide to like dig in deeper on that. Or if you're listening right now, you get to hear about it. So
Yeah,
so yeah.
exactly. Like I love sharing them. I'm like you like I it's also I think like small details are what really like can bring a character to life as well. So
Mhm.
it's like I may not have like a lot of grand gesture things with my model. Like I can have my wings are huge normally, but I think that's like one of the bigger things on my model. But um,
That's fair.
uh I think like small details and having like a lore behind it
Mhm.
can really like bring something to life, and that's something I love with like even with like D&D and stuff like that. Like I like having like little small details. Like I played a centaur and she had lost like her family, so it braided into like a braid on her hair. It was like
Oh.
locks of their hair were braided in with it, so
Oh.
she carried them with her. Like I love
Yeah.
having small details that most people would overlook, but then like a point in the story someone's like, "Hey, what's that?" and she can like talk about it then.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
I love that type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it helps like an audience like build a deeper connection with that character as well. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
hell yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Considering like your attention to detail and just like how hardworking you are and stuff, on that note, like what are kind of like some of the current projects that you're working on right now? Maybe it's like videos or just content creation or any lore updates or events that you're working on.
So I am currently I'm definitely like I have an MV for a song I did recently I'm gonna be working on and getting that put together hopefully soon. I also am working on some stuff behind the scenes with a company that I work for. We're doing stuff that is like we just announced like we're the company like I work with them. Um is going to be sponsoring a party at Offkai, so I've been kind of helping behind the scenes with stuff like
Oh,
that.
nice.
I also might be like potentially performing at a party at Offkai.
Oh, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
fun.
yeah, I'm doing that. I'm also just trying to like get back on the saddle because like I told you earlier, the first half of this year has been a little bit rough, and last year was really bad for me. Like I had a lot of medical issues and ended up having to have surgery like right before TwitchCon.
Mm,
And so it's just kind of like getting things put together. But yeah, it's like I've got like some musical stuff in the background I'm working on, things for Offkai. Like I'm excited to like kind of see how the rest of the year goes, you know.
No, absolutely. I totally get that. That's so fair. It's something that I wanted to talk to you about as well, and I was hoping,
Hmm.
if you're not comfortable talking about it, that's totally fine. But I saw that back on like March 3rd of this year, you had mentioned that you're struggling with like mental health and like feeling motivated to
Yes.
stream and stuff like that. How are you dealing with like that? If that is burnout, how are you dealing with that burnout now? Like, what are you doing right now to try to respark your passion again, or what do you believe will help respark your passion again?
So I'm totally okay talking about it, by the way.
Okay, I'm just making sure because the idea of okay, go.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
It
ahead.
can be a sensitive subject.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm someone who has always kind of struggled with depression and other things.
Mm,
And a big part of that, and I think it's something that's not talked a whole lot about in the VTubing sphere, is burnout is a very real thing. It does not matter how successful or like anything or how big or how small you are. Like it
right.
happens to everyone. I've seen creators of all sizes go through it. For me, the way that I'm trying to fix it and get better about it is actually like taking time because I'm a workaholic. There will be some mornings I will be working on things until 6 a.m. in the morning. Like
Mm.
I will go in an all-nighter, and I had to start like setting timers on my phone to stop myself from working
Hmm.
and like putting time aside where it's like from this time to this time you're not working anymore. You're playing a game and then you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
You're not doing any work.
Hmm.
And I think that's a really good part of like finding that work life balance because I
Yeah.
think it's especially hard when you're because when you're a VTuber, you're self-employed. Like you're basically like considered a contract worker for companies for like Twitch and everywhere else.
Yeah.
It's hard not, especially if you're like a really like for me, I grew up being told like, hey, if you're not working, you're being lazy.
Mm.
It's a terrible mentality, by the
Yeah,
way.
I feel you. Trust me, Celine. I know. So so yes, it is terrible.
So
Yeah.
it's a terrible mentality. You should not have it. I'm a horrible workaholic. I know I am. I'm constantly told by friends I need to stop. But I think it's really hard when you work from home and you work at your PC, but you also play at your PC.
Yeah.
It becomes like this thing where you can get stuck in your brain where it's like, if you're not doing something that you believe is a work centric thing, you're being lazy.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that's not the case. And it's totally okay to like have times where you're like, hey, I just need a day where I'm not doing stuff. I think also scheduling stuff, like for me, I do all of my recording stuff or like anything with like getting my tweets lined up for the week or like event things lined up for the week. I do that on Sundays. Sundays are my
Mhm.
dedicated like content days. And I'm gonna be so real with you, automated messaging and stuff like that for like where you can set up a scheduled tweet to go out is
Oh
a
yeah.
godsend
Oh,
when you
so
want to go on
true.
vacation. When you want to go
Yes.
on vacation, that is your bread and butter. Use that shit.
Yes. Exactly. Period. Yes.
Like, it will save you so much stress.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, just not having to
But
think about it and like worry about it because that's
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, once you go on vacation, it's like I just want my brain to be dead. Like I'm not thinking about VTubing stuff. Like like at least that's my mentality. It's like I'm not thinking about VTubing. I need to talk and think
Hmm.
about anything other than that because this is my time to be away from it. So that's my mentality, and so it's like I don't want to
Exactly.
think about it. So agree 100%. Just schedule everything out and not have to look back. Keep moving forward.
Hmm.
Wheel of Fate.
'Cause, like, I think it was last month and the month before were the first 2 times I've had actual real vacations. Like, I had a week
Mhm.
off the end of last month and then 2 weeks the month before.
Mhm.
Those are the first times I have had, like, a vacation in, like, years.
Oh wow.
Because people like, and I'll have people be like, oh, but you went to like this convention or this convention. I'm going to be so real with you. When you're a VTuber and you go to those conventions, that's not a vacation.
That's
It's
work.
work. You're
Yeah.
networking. You are
Exactly.
nonstop the entire weekend. You can have fun, but you're also working the
Yeah.
entire weekend. Like,
Absolutely. And it's the and I don't know about you, but like I'm an introvert at heart.
mhm.
So, going out and stuff like that, using your social battery. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not relaxing. That's not a vacation.
Yeah, like I feel like I used to think I was very introverted, but I think I'm more omniverted at this point,
That's
and
fair.
I don't know if this was like a self-imposed omnivert switch because I have to make like I do so much stuff out and about with people now
Yeah, that's fair.
that my brain was like, we have to switch something or we're never gonna survive, homie.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so real. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah.
but like there'll be like I think for me with the struggles, I'm trying to like kind of take it a day at a time, and that's kind of what you have to do sometimes.
Mhm.
But I'm still trying to find things that are helping me vitalize my passion in some senses. Because I do still feel like in some departments I am a little burnt out. Like I feel disheartened, I guess would be the nicer way of putting it.
Mhm.
Um, or not nicer, but the blunter way of putting it. Like I touched on a little bit, like making the tweet where it's like people I thought I could trust, things like that. Like that type of stuff happens in the VTuber sphere. It does not make it any more heartbreaking, especially when you like know people IRL.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think like I think Sin put it the best way when she made her tweet, and it was, "My whimsy is dying."
Mhm. That's actually pretty
And
powerful to say.
yes, it was like, "It's making my whimsy die."
Mhm.
And I don't want anyone to get to that point. And so I think like it's good to find at least like a home with like a group of people that
Mhm.
are like, these are my friends, like I hang out with them. I have a group of people like that I usually will like hang out with over other people, like Linksy and then like Umbri and Flair of the Mythic Duo. They're like two of my best friends, and like Andron and all these other people. Like they're all like my friend group. Those are my people, and I think it's important to have friends like that in this sphere because
Yeah.
it can become a little overwhelming. And I, especially with like someone like me, where in the words of KB at the last TwitchCon was, too many damn people.
Oh my gosh, that's so real. Yeah. That's
She was
fair.
like, "We keep getting stopped. We have places to go."
Oh, that's so sweet though. That's
It
good.
did make me feel very loved, and I think, like,
Yeah.
that's something I'm trying to remember is that even if I'm having a bad mental day, I have people in my court that do love me, and if
Mhm.
something was to happen with me, there are people that would genuinely miss me.
Yeah. No,
And I think
absolutely.
that's, like, a hard thing that people kinda get through sometimes, and I think, like, it's not spoken about enough, and it's also, like I'm gonna touch on this if you don't mind me. It's also besides it being Pride Month, it's also mental health, like Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I
Yes.
think guys especially get a really bad like short end of the stick when it comes to mental health because
Oh
they're supposed to
yeah.
be okay with everything.
Right.
Talk about your feelings. I'm being so fucking serious. Like, don't bottle that shit up.
Absolutely.
It does not end well.
Yeah. I agree. I
So yeah.
agree. I
I
mean,
didn't get mean to get super deep, but
no,
yeah.
that's I honestly I go phase in and out of that kind of stuff on my stream too, so everyone's pretty much used to
Mhm.
it now. But but I agree. Yeah, no, I mean it's
Yeah.
real. It's real. I think especially with like VTubing, right? There's maybe because
Mhm.
there are those roots in idol culture. I think I always have gotten that question at cons too, where people are like, how do you balance like being an authentic human being with also being a character on
Mhm.
stream? And, as much as like, yes, I personally do see Corey as like her own separate entity, her own character. She's not person behind Corey, you know what I mean? But she is like a branch
Yeah.
of me. She's a part of me, but she isn't me, you know? As much as that exists,
Mhm.
I do also feel like talking about our feelings and, you know, being vulnerable is so important because it can also you never know who is going to help, you know what I mean? Like if you're vulnerable, it might encourage somebody else to also be vulnerable
Yeah.
with the people around them. And like I think that's really important. And also like I've found men, woman, any type of person that you are, like some
Mhm.
people don't always know how to communicate their feelings. You're not always like taught that, right? Like how to
Mhm.
thoughtfully put to words the things that you're going through and what's going to help you. Like and so yeah,
Yeah.
the more that we can talk about it, I think the more that we might be able to help give people that language or those words to be able to express themselves a little bit better when they're
Mhm.
going through difficult times. So 100% it's really important. And I do try to talk about like my moments of burnout or vulnerability and stuff like that to encourage that. But what advice do you have for people on like either avoiding burnout or getting through it?
Getting through it, it's okay to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to admit that you need help. It's an okay thing. Like as someone who like I have a horrible time asking other people for help. Like I'm very much like I got to get through this. This is my struggle type of thing. It's okay to do it.
Yeah,
It's not does not show weakness. I think it shows way more strength to ask for help than to suffer in silence.
it's true.
And for avoiding burnout, like my best advice to you is if you're having a rough day, I think it's important to take, and I use this as like an illness thing because like I have chronic illness and stuff too.
Mm,
I would rather take one day off than be out of commission for a week.
yeah,
If I need one day to myself to be like, hey, I need to just sit here and vegetate and play a video game by myself and
yeah,
listen to music, do that. That is your mental health day. You're okay to do that. Don't like let anyone tell you you're not allowed to have those breaks. That's like my biggest advice with like helping with like avoiding burnout, but also working through burnout. Like, don't have the mentality of like, well, it has to be finished now. No, it can wait a day.
it's fair.
Like, you can take a breath. It's okay. Breathing is okay.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Like,
Yes.
and that's kind of what it is like sometimes you take each day at a time, and especially if you're struggling with depression, you know what? You got up out of the bed. You're like, even if you just got up out of the bed, you ate breakfast, and you walked around your house, you did something. I'm proud of you. You
Yeah,
did something.
that's a win.
That's what matters. It's a win. Everything's a win when you're that stuck in your brain. And I can tell you I've been hard stuck in my brain like that before. So take the small victories. Like I think that's the biggest thing.
That's real. Exactly. Period. Yes. I love that.
Mhm.
I love that. Um something that you touched on before, how you were talking about having a core like friend group support system and stuff like that, and how
Mhm.
important that is. Kind of on the same note, I was looking through, your streams and your content, and I noticed that you do a lot of collabs, which I find very amazing because
Mhm.
I've done collabs in the past as well. Like I remember this one time, this was like maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I
Mhm.
decided to do like basically one collab a week. It was like every Wednesday I was doing a collab, and I think I went on for maybe like 2 or 3 months, and I was exhausted because it was just like a lot of like having to sometimes pull teeth, to get people to like, hey, when are you free?
Yeah,
When do you want to do this? You know what
yeah.
I mean? And so like I wanted to ask you like what is your like how do you balance that, like also organizing these collabs and whatnot, while also balancing being a
Mhm.
bookkeeper, your own content and stuff like that. Like how do you
Yeah.
balance that?
So for collabs, I think it's something that is honestly like my bread and butter. I love doing solo streams.
Mm.
Um, but I have like I touched on them before, like Linksy and Umbri. There are two people that they are like two of my best friends. I love them to death. We try to do at least one collab per week or every other week. Me
Hmm.
and Linksy especially will do like a collab like sometimes once a week because we do like Pokemon Soul Locks and things like that
Hmm.
together. But I think it's important to when you're planning bigger collabs with people that you don't regularly do content with, like for them, like that's like we already have that agreement. We've had that for like years.
Mm.
But for other people with collabs, it is exhausting. I will tell you, it can be exhausting. I'm not going to tell you it's not because there was 1 month because I used to do giant collabs. That was my bread and butter. I used to be like known for doing a lot of collabs.
Hmm.
1 month, I took on the ambition of having 90 VTubers for Lethal Company collabs in the
Whoa.
month of October. I had multiple collab streams a week. I was constantly contacting people, constantly getting PNGs,
Yeah.
constantly touching base with people, reminding people. It can be a lot. It is a lot. Um, my rule of thumb now is I will 9 times out of 10, I will make a server. Like I have a homie server. I have like a server where my friends are like my closer friends or people that I know are in it. And sometimes I'll just post like there's like plenty of bots you can get on like for your servers where you can set up like collabs where it'll ping people and they can agree if they're going to be in it, if they're not going to be in it, or that they're a maybe.
I see.
And you can pick from like that list, or it's like first come first serve. You can do that type of stuff, and that makes my life so much easier.
That's
So
fair. Yeah, that's a smart way to go about it for sure.
yeah. But if it's like a bigger collab where it's like, hey, I need to make sure like X, Y, and Z people are available, um, I will usually like give them like one or two contact points. But I've also learned from like once again, this is kind of circles back to what we were talking about earlier, is I will have grace for someone for like maybe once or twice depending on like the circumstances if they like back out of it or
Hmm.
if they like forgot it completely. If they just continually keep forgetting it or they just don't even like they express they want to be in it but then they aren't there when the collab is happening,
Mm.
that's just probably not someone to reach out to again for a collab because that tells me that they're not respecting my time.
Right.
And that's just kind of like you don't respect my time respectfully, I'm not going to invite you to stuff.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair.
And it's different if something comes up or I've been guilty of the oversleeping thing. I have a terrible sleep schedule. And
That's
like
fair.
I feel terrible. I'll sit there and be like, I am so sorry I slept. Like
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
but I think like that's a good way of kind of going about it because I'll have some people be like, oh my god, you do so many collabs with like all these other people as well, Celine. How do you do it? It's like circling back again, I respect their time. I respect the effort that they're putting into organizing that collab because it's a
Right.
lot. It takes a lot for it to be a polished collab, especially like if I'm making a thumbnail, if I'm like getting everything together for the stream, making like
Yeah.
announcements, like just respect the work goes behind the scenes, I guess is like the best way of putting it. But smaller collabs, I'll usually like it has become a meme in my homie server is the 3 a.m. ping,
3
where
a.m.
I
ping.
ping I ping every I do an at everyone at 3 a.m. sometimes because I'll stream until 4 or 5 in the morning, my time. And
Mm-hmm.
it's everyone calls it the 3 a.m. ping because I'll ping them if I need people for like Night Rain or another game.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And Audio Sue is a friend of mine. He will.
Uh-oh. Hold on, we lost you.
Oh no, the internet blinked. Oh
No.
no,
Uh-oh.
I'm back. Sorry. Oh no.
Oh no, I disappeared from my screen. Okay, wait.
Oh, we had a hard blink on the internet. Oh
Yeah.
no. Let me see if I can get back in real quick.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, my internet like hard blinked. Un momento.
Yeah, no
Uh,
worries. I know, Ninja vanished. Just just
I
just
know, just
gone.
gone forever.
Okay, I think you're
Let me know
loading
when I
in.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I can't turn on VBridger
There we
until
go.
I'm in.
Okay.
My model does not like it.
There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Okay, good. Okay. Let me reconnect VBridger then. There we go. There we go. See, we got it. It's fine.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Nothing
But
changed.
but yeah, no, it's like it's a running joke. It's the 3 a.m. ping now.
That's fair.
But for
That's
bigger
great.
events, I'll plan out signups and things like that for people, or I'll be like,
Mm.
hey, I want to gather some people for X, Y, and Z game. So like DM me if you want to be in it, or like respond to this tweet and things like that. And like, I'm gonna be real. Phoenix is one of those people where I will see some of the collabs he puts together, and I'm like, homie, that's so many people. I'm impressed. Like, I used to do stuff like that, and then I got tired.
That's real. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so real. Phoenix works hard for sure.
He does. He does. I've been on a couple of his Fall Guys things, and I'm just like, bro, there's so many people.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I get overstimulated. Like I get like, you know what I mean? Just like
mhm.
there's so many people talking and doing things. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
I will
do.
say he does it in a smart way for the big ones, where he'll have like separate VC
Right.
groups,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you
That's
can only
true.
have like X number of people in it, and then he'll just hop from VC to VC to like say hi to people throughout the stream. And I'm like, that's so smart.
Yes.
I'm gonna start implementing that. That's really smart, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
a
That's so true.
genius
Yeah.
move.
I had done a like Mario Kart tournament like oh my gosh like 2 years ago or something like that, and that's also what I did. Like I just kind of like pulled people into my VC while they were playing, and then I also shared like there was like I forgot what it's called, but there is like a in case you want to do tournament style stuff, there is a thing where you can like get a like all you can put in everybody's Twitch link, and then when they go
Oh.
live, like all of their screens will show up like on your view. Like so you can like see their Twitch
That's
streams,
so smart.
yeah, like at the same time, and then you can share that on your streams. That way you're able to like share all the POVs.
Huh.
So that's what I did. And I would like just bring people into the call with me and just like
Mhm.
basically ask some stupid questions like fucking
The best type of questions, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, like the Mary fuck kill Alvin and the Chipmunks go, and they're just like, what? What do you mean? They're chipmunks. And I was like, answer the question, and they're just crashing
I
out on
didn't
Mario Kart.
stutter.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I recommend that, but yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm excited to
Mhm.
see what other types of events that you do in the future and whatnot. And you already do so
Yeah.
well. And I feel like you're someone who's pretty
Aw.
easy to like vibe with as well. So that definitely makes it easier for people to like do collabs with you and stuff. So yeah.
Mhm. I appreciate hearing that. I think like sometimes you really need to hear like someone else's like appreciates the work you do, because like sometimes you're just like, I don't think I'm doing enough. Like,
Oh yeah, I get that. No, no, I honestly was so surprised, like digging deeper into you and stuff, just how much that you do. I mean, I could already tell by like the guests that you had on Taro and T, for example, just like the many connections you have. But to know how much it sprawls out even more, for a multitude of reasons, right? Like being with
mhm.
SVA as well, like you've got a lot of connections there. You do a lot of work there, but then you're also still maintaining you as a VTuber, and then also the spicy content too. Like that's a whole different pillar. Like you're like juggling like 5 or 6 different pillars like just by yourself and with your manager. So I just think that's like so awesome to see and also really inspiring, right? Because like it helps people like me feel like, oh yes, I can do it as well. If Celine's working hard, that means I can also work hard and like achieve what I would like to do with VTubing because I see you doing it. I see you following your passions as well, right? So thank you for your hard
Mhm.
work is basically what I'm saying.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm proud of you. You work so hard, girl. Like there will be things where I will see like on Twitter where you like announce something you're doing, and I'll sit there and be like, "That's fucking insane, girl. Let's go!" Like what the fuck? Like
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
you're like, "That's so freaking cool."
We're trying. We're doing our best, you know, and that's all that people could ask
I'm
of
proud
us.
of you. You're
Thank
doing so
you. Right
good.
back at you. Thank you. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
Oh my god, thanks.
Wow. We're just gonna go in a circle of thanking each other. So before we do that,
Oh,
um,
my internet blinked again. I think my phone will
oh
start charging.
no.
My phone closed VTube Studio, bro.
Oh, dude, I hate when that happens. Oh my gosh.
God, don't you love technology? Don't you love being a VTuber? Isn't it so much fun?
Let me just open up my folder with 20 applications to start right now. But yes.
You've done it so many times. I see Awesome said who like did his Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Alvin and the Chipmunks, yes. But yes.
Nurking Alvin? Like goddamn.
That's hilarious. So anyways, speaking of marrying and fucking, but maybe not killing, or is it killing? Because you got an arrow. We've got a pre-recorded performance for everybody today, of Celine singing Cupid. So I'm excited to share that with you all here. Celine, do you want to say anything about the cover before we switch over? Any things that inspired that or anything like that?
So the cover is I really love the song Cupid. So
Yeah.
and my friend Yua, my baby, I love her, did a K-pop concert,
Mhm.
and I chose the song Cupid because it's one that I really love. I love like the harmonies in it, and it was part of her recorded concert, and everyone I have like even let hear the micro covers of it and heard on the stream were like, you need to do an MV of it. So expect an MV of it at some point. We're just trying to find someone to do the art for it. So,
Nice! Yay!
yeah.
That's so
I hope you guys
exciting.
enjoy it. I think it's one of my better covers, honestly.
They're all great. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. No, but this one is beautiful. Like I was listening to it, I was like, wow, your voice is just like perfect for it. Like I just love how your rendition of it basically, like it's just beautiful. So let's go ahead and jump into it right now. All right, everybody. Let's go. Celine's cover of Cupid.
A hopeless romantic all my life, surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I'd find a lover that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so skeptical of love, but still I wanted more, more, more. I gave a second chance to Cupid, but now I'm left here feeling stupid. Oh, the way he makes me feel that love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb. I look for his arrows every day. I guess he got lost or flew away. Waiting around is a waste. Been counting the days since November. Is loving as good as they say? Now I'm so lonely. Oh, I wish I'd find a lover that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so skeptical of love, but still I wanted more, more, more. I gave a second chance to Cupid, but now I'm left here feeling stupid. Oh, the way he makes me feel that love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb.
Let me
flex.
switch over.
Yeah.
All right, that was amazing. That was so great. Thank you so much, Celine. Wasn't that amazing,
Thank
everybody? Thank you for all the
you.
emotes in the chat. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. Yes, yes. And while we were playing that beautiful video, and Celine and I were yapping, and yeah, I definitely would love to do more with Celine. Celine's amazing. She's been so kind to me. Obviously you guys don't see it, but Celine and we've DM'd back and forth, and actually, like I said, I met
Yeah.
Celine with her previous model, so we've known each other for at least like I want to say like 2 or 3 years now. Like we've known
It's been a while.
yeah, it
Yeah.
has been a
Yeah.
while, but it's so nice to connect with people, because like later in your journey as well, because it's like I get to see like the evolution of you, and you get to see the evolution of me, and like it's just nice to connect even now,
Yeah. It's been really
so
cool to see each other grow, basically. Like, it's
yeah.
really been really cool to see.
Absolutely. No, I agree. One of the things that we were talking about though was like that idea of like being anxious to like reach out to people, and like, or being bad at it too. Like, cause I'm also just bad at it, I'll be real, but I also am anxious. So, one of the things I want to ask you is like, what do you have any advice for people who, they want to do collabs? Cause I've gotten this question a lot as well, where like people,
Mhm.
they're not really sure where to start as far as like, how do I reach out to somebody? And I think one of the biggest concerns they have is like, how do I reach out to somebody and not seem like I'm clout chasing? And I hate that term, by the way, like clout chasing
I
is a
hate the
term.
term. I hate
Yeah.
the term.
I hate it. But
So,
yeah, go ahead.
I I'm gonna be real. When it comes to like I'm gonna use air quotations, clout chasing,
Mm-hmm.
people can tell when you're being disingenuous versus genuous in like DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone can't tell the difference between that, or they're like rude to you right off the bat, then maybe that's not someone to collab with.
That's
It,
real.
it also could be like, it could also be like, sometimes I like to give grace too, because they could have had a really bad experience
Of
as
course.
well.
Yeah.
And it happens. But I think like at the end of the day, one of my biggest pieces of advice is when you want to do a collab, approach the person with the collab already in mind.
Yes.
So if you're like, I want to play this game, these are the days that I'm free. This is the time that I like, these are times I'm good at. What would you like to play this game with me? Because I think like one of like the biggest things for me that I get a little stressed out with sometimes is if someone come brand new that I've never interacted with before, or like very minimally comes to me for a collab, but then I end up having to plan our collab.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And that stresses me out because at that point it's like this is no longer your collab, this is my collab. Like
Right. Yeah.
and I think that's where a lot of people will have like more negative experiences with like other streamers sometimes, is they'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
I asked them to collab, and then they were like no. But a lot of times it could also be like the way it was worded, or they're busy. And it's like,
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing, is like a lot of people like I said earlier, there's a difference between people that are more do professional VTubing versus like hobby VTubing. And for the more professional side, we're scheduled out. Like I literally like have my entire week scheduled for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm usually scheduled for some events like a month out or more, depending on the event.
Yes, that's fair.
And so it's one of those things where it's like, approach someone, be kind, be courteous, be respectful, and like genuinely be like, hey, I want to have a fun time. And if they're like, oh, I can't do it this day, then be like, okay, cool. Would there be any other days that work better for you? Like that's a good way of like wording it, because then it's not putting it where they're planning everything. You're still planning it. You're just asking for like their availability at that point.
Right. Yeah. That's
And I
fair.
think that's really good.
Yeah. That's true. I agree. I think
Mhm.
definitely have a game plan like in mind as you're reaching out to people, because I feel like we keep repeating, being respectful to someone
Yeah.
else. Which is surprising that we have to repeat it so much, you know what I mean? But you would think it's just
Yeah.
common sense, but but yeah, no, exactly. Like being respectful to someone's time for sure, because I've definitely
Mhm.
had people like reach out, and the same thing, it's like they reach out, they say they want to collab with me, and I'm like, okay, well, let me know when like what you would like to do, and they would just
Mhm.
never get back to me, or they'd be like, this is what I want to do, and I'm like, okay, and then I end up having to like take on the weight of like
Yeah.
organizing it all, and that's not really, it's like I've got other things to do, and you're the one who wanted to like reach out to me, so it's like, why do I have to do all
Yeah.
the work basically now?
No,
So
when I'm invited to a collab, my thing is, what day is it? What time is it? What time do I show up?
yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
it's like I just
Yeah.
want to know so I can put it on my calendar,
Yep.
because otherwise it is gone to the ether.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that is so true. Yeah, so definitely thank you for sharing your advice,
Mhm.
generally speaking. Again, like I said this to Celine earlier, but I feel like you've dropped a lot of great wisdom nuggets for not just myself, but a bunch of other VTubers, aspiring VTubers, or even just general life
Mhm.
advice, just communication with other people. We can always grow and do better and evolve as human beings, to be a better person, and so thank you so much for sharing all of those things. Tell us a little bit about, like, where we can find you, your upcoming schedule,
Mhm.
things like that. Yeah.
So you can find me everywhere at Pegasus Witch VT. I have that on all of my socials: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Blue Site, everywhere, Twitch. Uh,
Heck yeah.
uh, Pegasus Witch VT. If you can't remember how to spell Pegasus, just remember Peg a sus person. There you go.
Ah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Heck yeah, and I just put that in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Yes. What about anything interesting, anything that you're excited for on your schedule currently?
I am very excited to be going to Offkai. It'll be my first Offkai this year. I'm also excited to like start doing more music. I'm trying to find someone to help me with the starts of doing an original song. And there's
Ooh.
also like the company that like I'm working for, like there's big things on the horizon with them, and I'm excited to like see that grow and to
Yes.
like see first episode of like their animation and everything. It's gonna be really good.
Awesome.
Uh I'm very excited for that. Um but yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the horizon I'm very excited about. Just taking one day at a time right now and like getting
Oh
that
yeah.
getting the stuff done one day at a time.
That's pretty real. I know. Yeah, for sure. And I know, we talked about it earlier. I wish you the best of luck, finding your spark and finding your ground again. It's a very daunting thing to deal with burnout, and it also feels really discouraging, I think, to lose that spark. And so I really hope you find it again, because we need more people like you in the space. You create so much positivity by doing what you do and being who you are, and like I just really want to continue to promote that, and you do that
Aw,
too, promote that positivity. And so I'm really excited for you to continue to find that spark again, and to continue being yourself, and thank you for all that you do.
thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing that, and I'm very excited to see all the exciting things and hard work you've been doing come to fruition for you too, Corey. I'm very proud of you.
Ah,
And thank you so
thank
much for having me
you.
on the show.
Of course. No, we're so happy to
And you
have
have a
you.
lovely community. They're all very delightful. I've been like reading all the messages in chat.
Ah, yes. No, they're all really sweet. And no, I'm very
They're
thankful.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you have any like final thoughts on, or like, another last kind of like golden wisdom nugget that you have for aspiring VTubers?
It's okay to start small. Start as a PNG tuber, iron out your design, figure out what you want, because it's going to be a lot cheaper to like get a PNG than a whole brand new model. Like I said earlier, I started off doing like FF stuff with like a PNG, and then I
Hmm.
had my first model was like 100, the second one was like 500 for art and rigging, and then this one's the big one. This one's like 4,000. Art and rigging supplies. Definitely don't feel like it's too daunting where you have to start off immediately with a big model. And also, Booth is your friend, man.
Oh,
Booth
yes.
and VGen, they have some killer customizable models. My God,
That's
I
true.
use some Booth ones that are really cool. Like, the whole world is your oyster when it comes to VTubing. Like, just be passionate, have fun with it, and like be respectful of like people's TOSs and stuff, of course. Like, don't
Oh, yes.
like don't
Oh,
don't don't
yes.
break those.
Read. Read.
Reading is a good thing. Don't sign contracts unless you read them, please. For
Yes.
the love of God. As someone who does like business stuff, do not sign anything.
Exactly. No, that's so real. I know. Oh my gosh. Actually, funny. Sorry, I meant to go down this like note or this thought earlier. But on the topic of, you know how earlier I asked you like, oh, did you have like VTubers that inspired you as you're getting into VTubing? The reason why I asked that is because I didn't have a single VTuber that particularly inspired me, because I didn't know anything about VTubing as I was getting into it. And for me, like, my journey has been interesting in that sense, because apparently it differs from what is more common, apparently, which is that people do, like, they're watching like Iron Mouse or Mint Phantom, and they're like, oh, these VTubers are amazing, and like I want to be a VTuber as well, because they're watching these bigger VTubers. But I do think that creates this I don't know, this distance, like, and this thought that like you need to have a $10,000 model in order to start. Like, you need to look like Iron Mouse in order to start as a VTuber. But that is so not true, because like, you're on chapter 0, people like Iron Mouse are on chapter 5,000. Like, you're not gonna, you know, it's gonna take time for you to build up to that space where you can have 50 different models. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta,
exactly.
and so
it's not a race, it's a marathon. You have to pace yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then comparing yourself, even though I know it's hard, because, you know, we live in the content creation space, it can be hard to not compare yourself to others. But I do feel like comparing your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 500 is not good for your mental health. You know what I mean? Because it's like they took certain steps to get to where they're at, and you just have to find out what those steps are going to be for yourself, and it probably is going to look different than theirs. You know what I mean? But that's like part of the joy and fun of content creation, I think, is that mystery, and is that sense of like, you know, coming of age story for yourself. You're trying to find yourself through your content, you know, and grow as a person. And I think that's one thing that I find really special about content creation. So, yeah.
I think that's a really good way of looking at it. I think like the other thing is like, envy is the biggest destroyer of joy.
Yes, period.
Like, if you see someone that has like a cool model, or you're like, oh my God, I like this person's doing something really cool. I'll never do that. Change your perspective on it. Be like, hey, that person worked really hard and they're doing like a really cool thing. I want to do that. Let me look into how I could also get that, like, be like, start doing things like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a better way to like channel, because envy is I'm the biggest believer of, and I will tell that, like, my chat knows I say this all the time. Emotions are healthy. All emotions are healthy. It's how you act upon said emotions that dictate you as a person.
Exactly. Yes.
So if you're envious and you're going after someone instead of trying to like find a way to be like, I'm like, yes, I'm envious of this person. They got this opportunity. How could I get that opportunity? What can I do to like set those gears in motion? I think that's it's a more positive way of looking at it.
Right.
Than being like, they don't deserve this. That's a terrible way of doing it. They worked hard to get there, and you don't know their story. You don't know what they've gone through behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure, like, set it in a way where you're wanting to better yourself with it, instead of just being like, I'm never gonna get it. It's because, I'm sorry, I lived 99% of my life through sheer spite.
That's real.
If like half the doctors told me there were things that I wouldn't be able to do after accidents or like medical wise, I lived through sheer spite. I am a poster child.
I love that though. That's so real.
Spite is a great motivator sometimes. Like,
oh yeah.
If I'm like, oh man, I can't do this thing, and if I remember that someone once told me I can't do that, it's like, you know what? Actually, no, fuck them. I'm gonna do that thing. Like,
that's so real. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yes, I will admit that I do
Mhm.
mostly talk about the positive things as to like the positive reasons as to why I did like the first Isekai Las Vegas concert. But
Mhm.
I will say that it was also fueled a lot on spite as well, because I was constantly being told by like professionals, so-called managers in the space, that like, and other
Yep.
people just normally that was like, oh, you can't do that. Like, it's not gonna be worth it for you. You're stupid for thinking, even thinking about doing that. And I was like, well, I'm gonna fucking do it, and you can't stop me. And so it was pure. A lot of it was spite. It wasn't purely spite, but a lot of it was spite that got me through that time for sure. So
It's a great motivator.
it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm thankful for it. So
Like, I'm a brat. I will admit that wholeheartedly.
yeah.
You tell me I can't do something, my first thing is gonna be like, okay, but like,
That's so real.
I think like that's a good way of looking at it though, is like sometimes you have to just kind of be like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
be smart about it sometimes. Like if it's something
Right.
that could really put you into like generational debt or something, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
That's true.
because I've
That's
also
true.
seen that happen with some people, where I'm like, maybe not that. Like, my little bookkeeper brain is like, no.
Yeah, that's so real. Baby steps, baby steps. Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe we don't full send it right away.
Yeah, that's pretty real. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart, good advice there.
But yeah, I think that's like a good way of like looking at it.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for sharing all of your freaking
Yeah.
knowledge and advice as well. It's very invaluable. So I really appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dumpster
Thank you
diving
so
with
much
us.
for having me.
Yes,
It was
absolutely,
so much fun.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I had a great time, and definitely, hopefully, more to come for sure from both of us, and hopefully more collabs in the future if you're down.
Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
would love that. Yeah. I
I'm
would
always
love
like, wait, I
that.
don't want to pressure anybody, but so like, yes.
Ain't no pressure. Grab me by collar. We're going. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hell yeah, let's go. I love that. Oh my gosh. But yes, thank you for joining us, Celine. We are gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and send some continuous good vibes in
Let's
to
go.
Hunie Cat. Hunie is
Oh, Uni's really cute.
yes. She's also gonna be performing in Summer Splash, which is my last concert
Let's
happening at the end of this
go.
month. Yes. And so I'm very much looking forward to that. But I want to go ahead and raid Hunie to give Hunie some love and appreciation. But again, please check out Celine if you haven't already. Okay, Celine's been doing amazing things. It's going to continue to do amazing things. I'm so excited to see where you take your music. And thank you so much for working so hard. And, I forgot to say this earlier, but, all the talents and the people that I've come across in SVA have been so amazing and kind. And so I just want to
And
thank
it's
you.
so great.
Yeah.
They're so great.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to thank you for the work that you do on the back end as being a bookkeeper and whatnot, because I think the back end support of VTubers deserves a lot of, compliments, because we can't do what we do without you guys. So thank you for that
Yeah.
as well. Okay.
Thank
You're so
you.
cool. I loved learning more about you. I hope everybody enjoyed as well. Thank you for dumpster diving with us today. Chat, the Snow Syrup community. But yes, I've had a great time, and thank you, everybody.
Same.
Yay! All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Hunie now. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yo, Viola. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, Let me. Here we go. And trash. Okay, perfect. All right,
Let's
everybody.
go.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone. Have
Bye.
a good night. Bye bye. Amazing, amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It super was. It super was.